transfer things.
Let's go. George, are we live now?
I believe we are. Let's check Twitter.
Richard
Okay, so
Daniel, there you should be able to just click the name like where it says
Yep,
hosts
we're
and
live.
panelists, click the drop down, you should be able to choose everyone.
Yep. All right, Ordinary Bob, I'm gonna hand host back over to you.
let's get it. All right, so the great and wonderful Ben is transferring us funds. And so yeah, this is week 8 of the LP Jam, and we are in the fantastic position to get free money to experiment and play with LPing funds. So the point of the whole LP Jam is first and foremost to be like an educational and informative space where we teach people about using Meteora, primarily the DLMM tools, so that they can find out and learn how to earn passive or pseudo passive income with cryptocurrency. DLMMs are a little bit different from traditional liquidity pools in which that they allow you to concentrate your liquidity in a smaller range. With a traditional liquidity pool, you're obligated to distribute your capital across the entire price range of what a token or a token pair could go to. Whereas with DLMs, we can be strategic in isolating our capital into smaller range, and in doing so, increase our overall fee generation. So when we're doing this, what we're usually trying to do is we're trying to find high volume pairs with high volatility. The more volume, the more fees we can accrue, and the more volatility, the larger that fee percentage increases. And we'll probably cover that in more detail today. Today, we have an awesome group of hosts who are all here just to donate their time and expertise to teach the people, share this awesome DLMM knowledge, and hopefully we can print some money and give away free money to everyone. So without further ado, I'm going to have each of the instructors do a short introduction of themselves, and then we're going to start printing some money. George, you
Hey,
want to get started? Oh, go ahead,
Courtney
Heavy.
Bob, if you could check on the chat settings, it seems people can't change to everyone. Everyone is stuck being going to host and panelists. So see if there's something in some chat settings that we can adjust here.
I think
Um,
if you go to the participants list, you
Yep.
should see the option in there, I think.
Actually, it'll be in the chat. So if you go to the webinar chat where you can see everyone, at the
Okay.
bottom right, there's 3 little dots, and you click on that. I thought I set it to everyone, but maybe I didn't. But if you click on that, you'll be able to see attendees can chat to everyone option.
Got it. We should be good to go.
all right. So anyway, well, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get started. I am a heavy metal cook, and I wish I could stay a long time for the jam today, but I have a job, so I can't do that. Um, I'm here to kick things off, but also make an announcement and promo. Coming up is boot camp, and just for some clarity, I know there's been some confusion. LP Jam and boot camp are not the same thing. This is where we party. LP bends money, and hopefully we get make some coffee money or whiskey money, whatever. Boot camp is 4 hours of instruction over the period of 2 days. The next one is August 24th and 25th from 2 p.m. UTC to 4 p.m. UTC, whatever that translates to in your own time zone. There it is. Um, if you go into our Discord in the announcement scroll, there's a link for that. You can sign up and all the information there. Actually, we could probably post that here in the chat. But we hope that you join. You can earn the bootcamp trainee role after day 1, and day 2, you complete all the requirements for graduation, and you will be a member of the LP Army as a private. So if you haven't already done that, we hope you'll join us. Maybe you'll learn something. I hope you do, and we'll bring your LP game to the next level. Um, and again, like I said, I would love to hang out with you guys. It's early in the morning for me, and I have work, but I can give you guys one shot of scotch.
Yeah, let's go.
Y'all,
Responsible day drinking, guys. That's the
That's
key.
hey,
right.
responsible day drinking. So, love you guys. I wish I could stay, but be cool and make a bunch of money. Good luck.
All right, HMC. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
I'm George Sierra, aka Geek Lad, one of the instructors in the LP Army boot camp. So I helped kind of develop the curriculum, put on the first, I think, 4 or 5 boot camps, and I've been in crypto, I guess, in earnest since about 2017. Did a bunch of Ethereum mining, and then I started, using my crypto earnings to play around with different DeFi protocols on Ethereum. Messed around with 1inch, DYDX, Uniswap, of course. Got a bunch of airdrops, took that airdrop money, paid my taxes, and then, just kept playing with it. When fees cost an arm and a leg on Ethereum, I moved over to Solana, and then eventually I found Jupiter, because it's funny. I actually had put a post on Reddit before Jupiter even existed that Solana needed an aggregator like 1inch, and Jupiter didn't even exist yet. Step Finance was working on an aggregator, but it would only aggregate within their own pools. It wouldn't aggregate other pools. So Jupiter came along. And then eventually I created a arbitrage bot on Jupiter using their SDK. And so then I got the Jupiter airdrop, and that actually led me to Meteora. When I saw the platform that Jupiter was using to launch their token, I became really interested in Meteora. So that's kind of when I joined the Discord and joined the Meteora family, and they've welcomed me with open arms, and I'm really, really happy to be here. And I also can only hang around for just a few more minutes. I gotta jump to a work call here soon. So, Ordinary Bob, I don't know if I'll have time to go through BGG1, but if I
Okay.
don't, maybe you can take it.
We'll make it work.
All right.
Yusuf, you want to tell us a quick intro?
Yes, hello guys. My name is Yusuf, obviously. I'm 19 years old. I've been doing a lot of different things within the Solana ecosystem primarily for about 4 years now. I joined when I was 15 years old. Yeah, and now and now I'm providing liquidity on Meteora, and I'm really proud of that. I guess that's a
Awesome.
quick intro. And I also work with Photon, so yeah, that's pretty cool.
Awesome. And I'm Ordinary Bob. I'm going to be hosting these sessions hopefully for the next couple of weeks. And yeah, I've been in crypto for a while. I'm ecstatic to be here because it's such a freaking incredible opportunity to have someone give us literally like tens of thousands of dollars to earn fees for others, to experiment and to learn. And so I'm ecstatic about that. In our event today, we're going to be covering a few kind of
Wait, how about
standard-
Otto? You forgot
Oh,
Otto.
Otto, do you want to do a quick intro?
Yeah, just uh been in Meteora since before the LMMs and before Meteora existed. I was with Mercurial. Been in crypto since about 2019, and also thought that Meteora and Jupiter and Solana were just the best technology I'd seen in the space. So can't get enough of it. Helped GeekLad put on the first training sessions, boot camps, and I'm really enjoying working with everybody here and looking forward to getting going here. Take it away.
Awesome. Yeah, so today we're going to cover a couple of standard LP positions. The instructors and I have done a little bit of market research prior to our event, and we have a few pairs that we think are prime for advantageous LPing. We're then going to take 30 minutes or so and do a bit of like discovery and exploration into meme to meme LPs. So normally when people think about doing an LP, you think about like a meme coin or one coin versus or uh provided or paired against Solana. And one of our instructors the other day and told us how he was looking at meme to meme pairs and how at certain times they can provide more liquidity or more trading volume and more fees. So we're going to take a moment and look at that. And then we're going to finish up this segment with kind of an open Q&A. And we're also going to let the entire chat scour the blockchain and see if they can find any high volume new pairs that we think might be interesting to experiment with and see if we can't get some fees coming in. George, do you have time to talk about BGG or do you want to?
Yeah, let's see if I can get through this quick. So, let me share my screen. Actually, here, let me share. All right, you're seeing my BGG1 chart there?
Yeah.
All right, great. So, and first and foremost, before I start getting into this, this is not financial advice. Do your own research, blah, 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 all disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. So, if you guys ape into anything that we show you guys today and you lose all your money, that's on you. That's not on us. All right. So please LP responsibly. So the first position we're going to talk about is BGG1. So this is a coin for a project that came out actually yesterday, and it saw significant volume and it saw a significant run up. It has since seen a significant retrace. So if we look at our fib tool here, we are currently right above the 786 mark. So if you guys aren't familiar with the Fibonacci retracement tool, this is a nice tool to kind of look at something that's been trending upward. And a lot of times what happens is while it's trending upwards, you'll get these retracements and it'll come down into these special magic resistance levels and then pop out of them. So of course now we're obviously no longer in an uptrend. We're now in the downtrend. What you can do is you can actually reverse the tool, and what you'll want to do is go, instead of going from the bottom to the top, you go from the top to the bottom. And so that's kind of where we're trending. So we've actually been seeing some nice consolidation here. So we hit this, we bottomed out here, and since then it's been ranging pretty nicely between this. Here, let me go back to. Actually, I'm just going to get rid of Fibonacci. It's a little distracting. So we've been ranging from down here, and I'll just throw a horizontal line here. And then our recent highs is right around here. So we'll put another line here. So we're pretty much right in the middle of this range right now. And so this first position that we're going to open, I think we're thinking it's going to be more of a classic LPing sort of position, right? So we're going to go more or less 50-50 with BGG1 and then 50% Solana. And, we've got, pretty decent volume over the last hour. We've had about 100,000. So we're hoping, volume will continue to pick up throughout the day here. And we'll just continue to print some nice fees if we stay in this range. So I don't know if Bob, Otto, Yusuf, if you guys have anything else to add to that?
I like it. I think for positions like this, what I really like to do is to do half spot and half bid ask. So we'll still split our capital 50% between Sol and 50% between BGG1. And then by adding the bid ask portion, you get a little bit of extra oomph if you end up topping out at the top of the range. And you have a bit of extra capital preserved if it goes to the bottom of your range. And then you can convert that into a different LP.
Yeah, I agree with that strategy. I like that as well.
Yusuf, do you have
Yusuf?
any thoughts?
I think you guys covered everything, so no.
Nice. Yeah,
Otto,
let's
what do you think?
Our exit on this one is sort of interesting because obviously we're looking at a 5 minute chart. Since seems like a short term deal, but we're going to do traditional market making. So, what do you think about exit?
Yeah, I
so
think exit. I think we would, if we hit the top range, we exit there.
But
Um,
like on a 5 minute bar, or is it time and price, or is it just price?
I think more or less price. I don't know. What do you think, Ordinary Bob? Do you want to wait for it to see if it comes back down into range a little bit?
so this is an area where I am eager to learn more because I think like one strategy would be to assume that we're going to range trade for a while. And if you hit that top bar once, it doesn't necessarily mean we should close because we might get another 6, 10, or 12 hours of good LPing. However, like I think the ideal scenario in this is to close outside of the top of our range. And so I don't know, we could like I think this could probably be something that you could LP for multiple days. I think BGG1, like it's actually tied to a legitimate project. If you haven't heard about this, this is the company that are creating Blinks. And so the token is tied to their project, whereas like a lot of meme coins are just speculation. And so I would feel comfortable LPing this for a longer period of time. However, with that being said, if we like say we open this LP and 30 minutes later it spikes out the top of our range, then we've just earned 10 or 20%, which is a wonderful return. And it might be smart to close and lock in our profits.
Yeah.
I think I
Yep.
want to add a point that Ordinary that Bob actually mentioned during our pre-planning is that they also made an NFT collection, right? And that is currently valued at 200K. And as I had understood, it seems like that these NFTs will give you like if you own an NFT, you will own a part of the company, and so goes with the token, right? Um, and all the tokens are equal to around 10% or 10% of the company, whilst all the NFTs are equal to 10% of the company. And like from looking at the current fairly fair valuation, Blinks, I mean this token is valued around 8 times more than what the NFT collection is valued. So that's also a thing to keep in mind because this token could go down to mitigate this difference there is between the NFT collection and the token. Maybe you guys could add to that if I
Sure. No, that makes perfect sense. I mean, we need to, that's like a relevant like market factor. We could kind of like say that we need to impose a stop loss in case the market decides that they want to view the NFT collection as the real price versus the
yeah.
token as the real price.
Yeah.
Mm,
All right. I gotta drop, guys. Good luck.
Thank you, George.
I'll see if I can pop back on a little bit later.
sure.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we're going to go ahead and open this position. So this is what George was talking about. We have this range here. I put my top bar a little bit higher because this is, if you look back here, this is like the last most recent top other than this little one here. But I think we do need to acknowledge that there is like a discrepancy in prices in the market between the NFT and the token. And so if we were to see a big dump, I don't think it's super likely because our price is still pretty low here. But if we were to see a big dump and we just completely run past our lower support level, then that's when we need to close the position and tuck our tail between our legs and accept the loss that the market has given us. I would like to see like a 40-60% position here, 40% SOL underneath and 60% as BGG1. Yusuf and Otto, do you guys think that's too aggressive and we should do 50-50? What do you guys think?
I do think that is too aggressive simply because of the imbalance there is between this token and the NFT collection.
Sure,
Like
sure.
um
No, it's good. It's good to have contrarian viewpoints because that's how good
Yeah.
debate and discussion occurs.
I think I would reward for 70% sold to the downside and 30%
Mm.
to the upside.
Okay.
Simply based off the risk there is like since it is valued way more than the NFT collection is, although they both have the same function. Or
Otto, what do you think?
I think either one's fine.
So, Yusuf, you're a
I'm
little
inclined
skewed
to go
there.
with your first instinct.
I'm a little skewed bullish. I would say we just meet in the middle and we do a 50-50.
mm,
Yusuf doesn't like it.
we could also buy some NFTs actually and mitigate, some of that risk.
Yeah, but I mean, if Ben would be okay, that I'm completely fine with that. But I think we
Yeah,
should, for the sake of the event, just stick to LPing on Meteor.
absolutely, I agree.
What if Yusuf, we go, so we can still do like our 50-50 or a close range like that, but we skew a little bit further past our low.
Yeah, I agree. It will depend though on the pools because I think like the best step of the pools that we'll choose, because this is already a very wide price range that we want to cover.
Yep.
So maybe we should look at what pools there are out there.
Yeah, so I've
Because,
got the BGG one pulled up on my screen.
yeah. So we should definitely choose the one with the most liquidity in order to make the most amount of volume. So we could just go with the 100 bin step pool.
Cool.
Yeah. And now we can could you go back to the chart?
Yeah, I'm trying to, it's blocked. It's blocked by the little tab for Zoom.
Mm,
I'm going to switch over to our SOL denomination real quick.
okay, yeah. All right. So so we should just so we can just do a pool right now, in accordance to those two ranges and see how many bins that we'll need
Okay,
to create.
let's take a look. And it's also always okay to have multiple positions.
Absolutely, absolutely. Although I think it's better, to mitigate IL, to go with less pools. It really much depends on how long that you plan to have a pool open or a position open. Like if you're planning to have a position open for weeks, you can go with several positions. If you're planning to do it for a day or for a few hours, it would probably be safer to do it like one position, simply to mitigate IL, because if price goes out of range and it goes onto your next position, there'll be a lot of IL that you've had experienced.
So this is going to put us at 142 bins, which would be 3 separate positions. You think that's a little too much?
I think it's fine, to be honest. Or okay, so how much liquidity? Okay, I think that was like 45K, right, in this pool.
We have, in the pool,
Yeah, in the pool.
48,000.
Yeah, and how much do we? So yeah, okay, so we
So
said.
we have 50,000 to allocate for today.
Mhm.
I think we're going to do 10,000 for the SOL USDC position that you were talking about, Yusuf. And then we have 3 pairs that we're looking at. We have BGG1, we have Snoofy, and we have Rap Dog. And so I'd like to allocate 10 to each of those. And that leaves us with 10,000 for our kind of like advanced aggro strategy at the end.
Mm. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So if we add, because there was also another pool with 200 instead, if we would add 10K to that pool, I think it showed. Yeah, you can just go there. Yeah, let me see.
It's also doing decent volume, slightly lower fees. I think the challenge with the 200 bin step is that we don't have a lot of volatility right now. And so
Mhm.
it's not going to give us like the crazy ranging that we can sometimes see. But
Mhm.
it's also not bad. Like I kind of lean towards the 200 because it just simplifies our position a bit. Um,
Absolutely. Yeah.
we could also do half and half. What do you guys think about doing half the same position, half in the 100 bin step and half in the 200?
I think we should do that actually to try and compare those two pools, because I think the only downside to the 200 pin step pool is that it doesn't have like as much liquidity,
Sure.
which in turn means that it won't make as much volume as the other pool, because generally you want to provide liquidity into a pool with a little liquidity, to make sure that you attract enough volume, because volume or traders would like to swap within pools with a lot of liquidity, because
Yeah.
these pools will have a lot of liquidity within each bin. And that will offer a better price compared to other pools with less liquidity within each bin.
Let's get it. So I'm going to ping off a couple of buy orders. I'm not gonna just like drop a single $5,000 buy order and mess up the whole chart.
I
But
think that's a
so
good idea.
I'll do our buying of BGG1 over the next 5 minutes. And while that's going on, Yusuf, can you grab the screen and talk about Snoofy?
I can.
Thank you, sir.
Do you want to use the DCA?
Yeah, that's
Obi?
probably the best way to do it.
All right.
Okay, so guys, can you see my screen right now?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, cool. So you guys have probably heard of Snoofy. It has done a lot of volume over the past day. Likely the pair that has made the most volume out of pairs below a certain amount of liquidity. And what we had spoken about prior to in the pre-planning session that we did before between all the structures, we spoke about making a position here for Reddit Doc, because it's making a lot of volume and it's very hyped. So we can definitely, if this plays out in accordance to how we think it, or how we provide liquidity, we can definitely make a lot of money on fees through all the volume. So what we thought about was that we wanted to kind of use the support range that is formed already as a higher range for our position. So essentially, we'll be providing liquidity below current price. And we thought about using this price point here. So I can just make a line here. To
Yusuf, you can use Alt H, the hotkey for a horizontal line.
Oh no, that was good. Oh no, I did I did Control H, brah. That was my bad. Well, thank
We
you.
saw, we saw Yusuf's browsing history.
Oh, God damn it.
That could be
Okay,
dangerous, guys.
that could be very dangerous. Yeah. Thank you for the
Take care
tip.
of it in post-production.
Thank you
Poor
for
Bob.
thank you for the tip, Ordinary Bob.
Sure.
That's quite helpful, actually. I didn't know that. But yeah, so this line here would represent the current support range there is for this pool here for Reddit Doc. And what we hope for Reddit Doc to do is for it to break below it, because we'll use this price here as our current price for a position, and we'll in return we'll use this price here as our lower range. So that's this very big support range that is right here. Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yusuf, what do you expect to happen during that retrace, and how's that going to make it into a good LP?
Yeah, okay. So there are like several scenarios because this token here has attracted a lot of hype and attention throughout the whole crypto Twitter ecosystem, which means it could actually go way further than the 40 million market cap. But we're playing conservative right now, because there is also the risk of it retracing, because we can see that it has been very volatile and there's definitely room for it to retrace. And that's what we're playing into. If it doesn't retrace into our price range, we'll essentially not make anything. But that's ultimately better than providing liquidity at current price, or sorry, providing liquidity in a scenario where you believe this token is bullish, or in other words, you're buying some Snoofy and providing and doing an upside position, because that can essentially lead to a lot of impermanent loss if price then goes down. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna open this position assuming a downtrend.
Mm.
We have some ideas and thoughts about a potential price range that is kind of like normal behavior. And So what's our best case scenario? What do we want to exit the position? And what's
Yeah,
like our worst case scenario and how do we respond to that?
okay, so our best case scenario is that within the next day or so, days or so actually, price goes into our price range and you know does what price action does, which is goes up back and forth within our price range and won't break below this lower range that we've chosen here.
Sure.
That's the best scenario, right? So price, I can try and draw some lines, okay? So price does something like this and goes up and down, up and down, up and down, and hopefully breaks above our our um our that's our upper range, yeah. That would be our best scenario. The worst case scenario is for price to pump further, or it is for price to go into our price range and below it, right? Because then
Sure.
we should just be experiencing impermanent loss.
Cool. So we're almost done with the DCAA or DCA. I'm thinking about branch chain amino acids. We're almost done with our DCA order for BGG1. I'm going to grab the screen back from you, Yusuf, and we'll go ahead and open that. And then we can put together our position for Snoopy and get that one set up as well.
Sure, sounds good.
Alex says we're taking too long already describing things.
Bruh.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we have a few more orders.
Mhm. We can just open the Snoopy pool now and just wait for the order to finish.
Okay. So we're gonna do the same position across two different bins. Freaking wild behavior out here, guys. Doing crazy, crazy things. Let's double check our pricing. Oh my gosh. This little zoom bar on top of my screen keeps making me unable to click. So I'd say for our bottom, we go is cent 0, so 5 zeros and then 6. And then I'd like to go up to 2-4 as our top. 6-0 to 2-4. That's okay. Very close. I'm going to add a minuscule amount now, and then we can add the rest once our DCA order finishes. So we're even a little heavier towards the soul side. I might go up to, no, we'll leave it. We'll leave it that way. That's okay. Yusuf, your wish has been granted.
Thank you.
We were actually talking about this earlier, and like in a lot of cases, it's better in the long run to be conservative versus being really aggressive.
Absolutely. Mm.
Because for like meme coins and such, the majority of meme coins are going to go down to nothing. And so if you're always trading, assuming that things are going to be positive and are going to pump in price, then most of your trades are going to go incorrectly. And
Yeah.
so by taking a conservative strategy, what we're doing is we're kind of like hedging our bets, but also we're going to like be more consistent with our profits. And instead of making a 10x 1 out of 10 times, we might make a 1x 9 out of 10 times.
Mm.
So we've got that open, 54 cents of liquidity, crushing it. We'll open it for, this is our 200 bin step.
Are you going to stack the bid ask here? I forget.
Yep. So we'll do 50% as spot and 50% as bid ask.
Okay, so someone asked, or Andres Rodriguez asked for whether if we're confident that this Reddit token that I shared before, Snoopy, won't just dump below our price range, or just dump from current price. Either way. I mean, that is why we chose this conservative play, because as we saw on the chart that I showed before, like our price range, our position will be way further below the current price. So we are actually already expecting a dump in it Yeah.
So I have a question for the entire audience. We've just opened these series of positions, and now what we're going to have to do is finesse a way to balance out the rest of our liquidity across multiple positions. How do we do that properly by and still like maintain the initial distribution that we were trying to create?
Um, okay. So I think we should. I think there's no reason to be like exact or very precise. We can
Just
just try
YOLO
to
it.
like, yeah, we can just try to use some quick math on it.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
so
answer is math.
yeah. So the one wait, you can just go back to the
The meteorite, yeah.
yeah,
I will one second. I just want to check on our DCA.
sure.
Yeah, it's interesting when we're allocating the amount of capital that we have here, like we can change chart dynamics just by doing one normal order.
Yeah.
Got one more order to go.
Mm. Okay, yeah, so we can okay, so the one pool with so the first position, right? It doesn't have that many bins. You can just go to that one.
This
Yeah,
is
that
the
one, yeah.
top smidge of our range.
It doesn't have too many bins, right? So we can just choose how many coins do we have in total? We have 2.5 million approximately. You can just put like say 200K into those
We Yusuf, you were telling me earlier today you've been studying math all weekend. We can
no we,
we can do this
we
properly.
I mean we could be precise.
So we also need to factor in that this BGG, we need to cut it in half and distribute it equally across the two different ranges.
Oh yeah, that's true. But if we were to do a bid ask position, which is what we want to do, then most of our liquidity would be, set at our upper range. So I think I think we could put like if we have 1.25 million tokens, I think we can put like I don't know 100K within those few bins.
Here we can figure out the math real quick. So this is our current range, and then we have the one on top and the one on bottom. I think for this one, this is the 100 bin step. We did 142 bins, and so we need to separate our capital across 70 bins on top and 70 on the bottom. The majority of it for BGG1 is going to be in this one. So
Mm.
I would say we do like Yusuf, let me know if you veto this, but we have 1.25 million essentially for each. I would say we do 1 million here and the remainder in the top range. Does anyone think my math is really egregious?
No, I think that's pretty accurate actually.
We'll go ahead and add this. We can add the soul afterwards.
And then we'll just exactly put 250K within our first position. We can just look at how many BGG1 tokens there are. From our previous position. If you could go back to that one and
Oh, match the amount
yeah,
in
yeah,
each
we can
bin.
just match it. Yeah,
Nice. Yeah, so at the top of our range, we have
that's 33K.
33,000.
Yeah. So that's around 33K multiplied with how many bins we have. Yeah, we have 4 bins. So that's around 150K. You can just put like 200K, it doesn't matter.
YOLO. 200,000. I think because we only have 4 bins here, I'll just add it as spot. It's kind of equivalent. Otherwise it'd just be a little weird. And
Yeah.
then so we did 35 soul for this, for our BGG entry. That means we have 35 soul to add on the bottom, but we have to divide that in two. Don't worry, guys, my division skills are top notch. So here we have a lot of bins. And in this central range, we have less bins. So I'd say we put like 5 soul here and the rest in our bottom range.
I agree.
We'll also run a nice little bid ask here.
That's good.
One day in the future, we're actually going to have a team of quants
Exactly.
calculating all this
That's
for
what
us.
we need. I'm, I'm literally planning to study mathematical modeling and computation after my bachelor's.
Come
So yeah,
on, Yusuf.
you can just use me, you know. I'm just going to compute, you know, the exact numbers for each bit.
So in this lower range, I'm going to do like a spot bid ask hybrid to try and emulate. Because since we're adding multiple bid asks, it's going to have a bit of like it will be the sawtooth pattern that so many of us are trying to avoid. But that should get us pretty close to what we were attempting to accomplish.
Mm.
And if I ever make an egregious error, please let me know because I am flawed. I'm not a perfect human being. So now let's replicate that. We're gonna do the same thing. Oh, this is nice. We only have 2 bins here, or 2
Yeah, that's
positions
very
here.
nice.
So we did 12.5 underneath. Or excuse me, it was 17.5. And then you think maybe 2/3 of our remaining BG in this one and the rest on top?
Nah, that's only one
Oh,
bin.
so we only have one. Look
Yeah,
at that. We have 1 bin here. That's wild.
yeah, yeah, you
Honestly,
can just,
I'm gonna close this extra position. We only have 1 bin here.
yeah, that doesn't matter.
Is everyone okay with that? Our empiricism is a bit flawed. I'm sorry, audience, but
Yeah, just so folks know, this is a UI quirk because Meteora's positions have to be 69 bins or less. That's something that the tech team's working on. And
Mhm.
therefore, because our range was bigger than 69, it opened up multiple positions to make our original concept happen.
Yep.
did someone intentionally make it 69 bins as the limit? Like someone had to have done that. It's not
No,
like a
Yeah.
code
I
no
mean,
limitation.
I
comment.
agree. No comment on that.
No comment. Awesome. So let's just double check this. We've got 5,100 here. And oh yeah, look at that. We're already up on our position. All right, guys, we're gonna close the trade for today. We made $100. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so I think we're good here. Let's segue right over into Snoofy. Yusuf, do you want to walk me through our position again?
Yeah, I'm gonna mention the ranges that we'll use.
Cool.
Okay,
What
cool. So
what pool do you think we should use?
I think we should go with the one with most amount of liquidity. So that's the first one. Yeah.
So we're going to be doing a one-sided position here, correct? Just only sold start.
Yes, we will. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Okay, so yeah, that's 37.5 sold multiplied with 2. That's 75 sold, right?
No, 70 total will be our 10K
Oh,
alley.
70 sold. Okay, cool.
Yep. We did
So
35 and 35.
okay. So our upper range should be 756 or approximately there.
Is that on USD or Sol?
That's compared to sold.
So triple, is that quad 0756?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. And then we should go to around 4 or 5 as our lower range.
Quad 45.
Hmm.
Does that look good to you?
Yeah, that looks. Let me just recheck. That looks fine.
Nice. All right. Can we get a drum roll, please, chat? About to
I mean,
drip
we can try and go
10,000.
lower actually, Hayden. Maybe we should go to 44 if you can do that.
44.
Yeah, because there are not that many bins. Yeah, cool.
Our top's at 7.7 now. Is that gonna be okay? You want to go back to 7.5?
Um, I mean, I guess it's fine, but yeah,
Here we go.
yeah,
4.42 and 7.54.
perfect. That looks
All
good.
right, 75 soul. Here we go.
Oh, you're putting 7,000, I think.
We don't have $10 million to invest. What? All right, everyone, make sure to say thanks to the Doge gods later today because this position is going to work exactly as we planned.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that our technical analysis is always perfect.
Exactly.
Cool. So we're a little over 10,000. All right, let's get it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and so the last one that we were working at is Rap Dog. Oh, look at that. It's doing,
Oh, it just pumped.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
doing exactly what we want.
yeah.
So for any of you Rap Dog whales out there, please go ahead and sell your holdings so that we can buy them cheaply. You can buy back
Something all
after
cheap.
us. So I don't know if anyone's into numerology, but we just had 11, 11, 44. It's a really sweet number, ones and fours. So
Yeah.
this is another pair that we were looking at. Rap Dog's been around for a while. It's almost 2 weeks old, which is
Mm,
ancient in the realm of memes.
exactly.
We have two main movements here. We had our first movement up to, let's go, yeah, this is in USDC. Our first movement up to 25 million. We came back down to this price point here at just under 6 million. And then we had a second movement up to 30 million. Uh, I like these larger coins because with like your memes in the 500,000 to $1 million range, you have such a high probability of it going to zero that you can experience incredibly horrible and permanent loss very quickly.
Mhm. Yeah.
Whereas with these larger coins, a lot of times because this has shown longevity, we could see downward movement just as equally probable as we could see upward movement, but it's probably not going to zero in the next day, which gives me some comfort. And then also we see a really excellent reversal pattern right here. So it's close to our original support. We have one reversal here, followed by a low, and once again, price has rebounded from this 008 range.
Mm,
And so I would say our thesis here is price is probably going to trend upwards. I'd like to use our probably 006 as our bottom range. And then I'd like to, so this is a fun trick. We can do a fib extension here. This is sometimes what I use to determine price discovery levels. It's similar to the fib retracement, but it's a fib extension. So our first, I think their standard deviations is I think what they're calculated based on, but not 100% sure. Our first level is here at 0.18, and the second would be at 0.25. This is our first real resistance level here at 0.15, where it previously sold off at. So I would say we push it towards probably the 0.18 and put that as the top end of our range. Chat and other panelists, what do you guys think?
I agree. I do agree. I think there's kind of only one risk because Rap Dog actually has a very good community. As
Okay.
per my experience on Twitter, I do see a lot of attention around it, and it's healthy attention. It's people accumulating it. But I think the only risk here is if Solana drops in price because
Huh?
if it does, everything will go
Yeah.
will go down. But
I like the levels. Can you tell me again the weighting?
I'd like to do 60% in Rap Dog and 40% Soul, so a bit more aggressive.
yeah,
Yeah, I like it.
I think that can be a very good trade. But
And
if
are you
Solana
are you
pumps,
I'm sorry, Yusuf, are you thinking also going 50% spot, 50% bid ask?
Yes.
um,
That's kind of like a standard formulation that I like.
Yeah, no, I like it too because
mm,
if you range, that's good. You got your spot making it for you. If you pump one way or the other, you're either acquiring more token at a cheaper price or selling it at a higher price. So yeah, no, I like the strategy.
Cool. I'm gonna do our DCA. Let's see if we can't get some tokens at a sweet price. Oh,
perfect.
pro tip everyone when trading, make sure you double check your contract address. Last week when I was
Yeah.
doing the distribution for the LP Jam, I didn't realize it. I had put in a meme coin for the address that I submitted to the forum, and I donated my funds to a meme coin.
Yeah, yeah. I've actually tried to send Shoal to a token address before. So, and that's pretty sad, but you should
That is
definitely,
life.
you should definitely just take a few seconds, look at what you're buying or sending, and yeah.
If you
That
haven't given away cryptocurrency to some random person, then you're not living. That's what I
yeah, exactly.
know. All right, so we've got 42 Soul DCAing into Snoopy. I have a question. What percent of the audience members is copy trading us right before we open DCA orders?
Wait. You're buying Snoopy right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not Snoopy, it's
Oh,
W.
whoops.
Oh shit.
Classic. We're good.
Copied the wrong contract.
That's why we have friends.
Exactly.
Too many tabs. Too many
That
tabs.
was funny, man.
You should use
You
tab groups.
definitely bought Snoopy though. That was the right token ID.
Oh yeah, you
I'll-
bought.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
go ahead and sell that again real quick.
Yeah.
We should be okay.
Mm.
Excellent show of my technology skills.
Oh my God. This is good content. This is good entertainment, though. It's quite funny.
I'm glad I can entertain the audience.
Mm.
All right, we're gonna sell that Snoopy.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was a profitable trade because all of our trades are profitable. Not actually. We're down. Sorry, chat. We're down 0.07 soul on it.
Uh,
Yeah, so that order is going. We've got 9 more minutes until it finishes. We're over here. Got Snoopy good to go. That's good. Let's go ahead and decide which pool we want to use for this.
mm. Okay, so
Go ahead, Yusuf.
yeah, I think both pools are. I think both pool. Yeah, I think it will depend on how wide our price range is.
If you
Because
look, if you
what?
look at the volume, our 250 bin step is about half of the total value locked, but it's 1/10 of the volume.
I know exactly. But
I would probably go to our 81%.
yeah, I do agree.
What's the dynamic fee on that one right now?
It's not going to be oh, it's not bad, 2%. So
2%? Yeah,
Oh, that's good.
yeah. We cool with this one, guys?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you can do that one.
Let's double check our price range. I can't believe I freaking bought the wrong coin.
It happens. It happens.
It happens to us all. So we're gonna go quad 4, the triple 135.
I mean, the one thing is that if our W dot position will consist of like many positions, right? More than 69 bins. I think we could make more money if we did it into a high bin step pool, because like we would essentially make more money off of IL because we wouldn't be trading at all these
Let's
we
try
wouldn't
it.
be, what?
Let's try it.
Yeah.
You guys want to do another double position, split it up and see how they do?
I mean, not necessarily split them up, but rather just because like in terms of our W dot position that we just bought, like we want to make positive and permanent loss off of that. And
Yeah.
also some fees obviously. But since
If
we
you
bought,
well, if you do the same shape, same range, your lower bin step is always going to win. It's always going to win. It's going to grab more volume, no matter
yeah,
what.
but you make more permanent, like positive and permanent loss if you have a higher bin step, because then you wouldn't be trading at
It's
that
the
many.
same. It's the exact same. If you have the exact
Oh,
same, if you set the same range, it doesn't matter the bin step. You're going to get more volume
Yeah.
on the smaller bin step pool, and your permanent loss is going to be exactly the same. Now, trying to get the same shape is going to be very difficult because
Yeah.
the smaller bin step, you're going to be across multiple positions.
Yep.
I mean, if you did the whole thing in a spot and you did a spot in both pools,
mm,
the smaller bin step's going to win 100% of the time. If you're
We were
same
talking about
range,
that. We were talking about that earlier, George, about
Yeah.
having the weird formations.
Yeah.
Let's just run spot across the whole thing and simplify it.
Yeah, if you do spot across the whole thing, I guarantee you're going to get more fees in a smaller bin step.
We'll lose out on some gains at the top end of our range, but we'll simplify our overall position.
Mm.
George and Otto, do you guys know anything about when we can expect UI changes to allow for these more complex positions to occur?
I don't know. It's a good question. I know that the team's aware of it. I think at one point they were actually working on updating the contract so that you could have a position across more than 69 bins. I think Ben said in such a case, you still would need multiple transactions, but at least you can manage it within one position. And I would assume, hopefully, that you could also have, the uniform shape across instead of ending up with that sawtooth pattern if you're doing a curve or a bid-ask strategy.
Nice.
Agree, and I think it's going to be a while because there's
Yeah.
been so much stuff
Yeah.
that's come up in the meantime.
Yeah, I think so. So unfortunately, we're kind of stuck with these limitations.
There are worse problems that we were facing.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I feel like Meteora and the whole concentrated liquidity is such a game changer in allowing people to LP. I I want to take like a moment and share a personal anecdote. Like I think from my own crypto experience, like normally it's somewhat challenging, or it's almost like this like moral like challenge that we face in that with normal trading, the only way you make money is by taking it from someone else. And
Yeah.
so
Mm.
by having a focus on liquidity providing, even though those fees are being paid to us by other people, we can take kind of like a neutral perspective and just facilitate trading. People are always going to speculate on investments. That's normal human behavior, but people can make really, really good income just by providing liquidity to these pairs and not by doing pump and dumps or being like a crypto influencer and getting all of your followers to be your exit liquidity. So that's one thing I really like.
I agree. I agree.
We could hold 10% back and see. We could do a bid ask at the high end of the whatever position gets created too.
Cool. Okay. So we'll open the majority with our spot, and we'll create multiple positions in that manner, and we'll put the remaining balance of our wrap dog in there. Still have this
Okay,
sneaky
so
turn up
so
here.
Glad for the point before that for the thing that I spoke about before, right? That if you I can okay, can I try and share my screen because I
Yep.
think I have an interesting
Sure.
thing to share. Because as I said, right, you would make more IO if you choose a higher bin step pool compared to a lower bin step pool, simply because more of your liquidity would be allocated at a higher price, as you can see, right?
Yeah, but that's two different ranges.
No,
I'm saying that within the same range, your IL is going to be exactly the same. If you did two spot positions for the same range, your IL is going to be exactly the same in the small bin step as the high bin step.
but it's okay. So I've chosen the same price range as you can see. Okay, I've chosen 0.0000
Uh-huh.
7, 0.000007.
Okay.
My upper range is 1.8. My upper range is 3 zeros and 1.8. As we can see, like between 6.5 and 8.2, right? We have 3.8. We can just multiply this by the amount of bins, okay? So we have around 4K multiplied with, wait, let me just cut it. Yeah, multiply what by 6. So that's 4K, that's 24K, okay? Between 6.5 and 8.2. Here we only have around, that's 1.4K multiplied
Is that
with,
the same price?
it is
Yes.
6.5. And how many, okay, so there's one,
Yeah, if you
two,
go across the same price range, you're going to have more bins and it's going to be multiplied, by more bins. It should end up being about the same.
I do get what you mean, but I still think you will make more because yeah,
And see,
I understand what
you're
you're
gonna be
saying,
able
it's
to
like,
you're gonna be able to catch more retracement in the smaller bin step, so the price can
That's
move
true.
between more bins, and you're going to capture more fees.
That's
Whereas in the
true.
larger
That's
bin
true.
step, it's just going to sit in one bin and it's not going to trade at all, and you're not going to get any
That's
fees.
true. That's true. That's right. In terms of fees, you will definitely make more money. Usually, choosing a low bin step pool.
Yeah, I think the IL is going to be about the same too.
Okay, so we can just wait. How many bins? I think there's one,
The IL may
two,
actually be
three,
slightly
five,
slightly
six,
better
seven, eight,
in the
nine,
smaller bin
10.
step pool because you'll have bought less at a lower price.
Okay, so there's 12 multiplied with 1.4K. That's some number
17,
close to 20K.
17,000. No, it's
What?
17,000.
Yeah, 17. Okay,
So I
so
think you're right, Yusuf. I think there might be a slightly heavier distribution with the larger bin step.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
That
And,
exact
and
price
that was
range.
also my point, you know. I'm not sure if the difference is too big, but it just depends on how much capital you have. Like if you have a lot of liquidity, the difference will be quite noticeable.
All right, Yusuf.
If you did it in a spot, it would be exactly the same.
That's true. I
With
think that's yeah. I
with a
think
bid
that's
ask, it's probably pretty close to being the same.
Make the call, Yusuf. Which pool are we choosing?
so for the one-sided, we could do a one-sided W dock in the 250 pool. I mean the 250 bin step pool, and for the yeah, but this will only play out if price goes up, right? You know, if price just continues to stay around current price, you know, we won't really experience that much of a difference. We will likely make more fees from the 80 business pool. But
You think we
since we
should be
believe
in?
the price will go up, we could just do like okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing. You can just share, okay?
It's okay.
Yeah.
You think we should be in the 80 bin step, right?
Yeah, I think 80 bin step would be better.
Yusuf,
Yeah.
are you okay if we do the 80 bin step?
In terms of what? In terms of one-sided soul pool
No,
or
we're gonna be doing two-sided. Honestly, I like the 250 just because from an implementation standpoint, it's a lot simpler. But
mm,
I think George, you're correct about the fee generation. And I think also I think Yusuf, you actually did make a good point because it seemed like there was going to be more of our capital allocated in that high range with the larger bin step pool.
exactly?
For
Yeah.
the bid ask specifically.
Yeah. But again, if price doesn't go up to the upper range, yeah, like there won't be that much of a difference between those two pools.
Let's run the 80
The other
on this one.
factor, sorry, just to jump in case the audience doesn't know, the other factor is this, I believe, was the position where we're thinking it could last a little longer. And if the token lasts a long time, we stay in the position longer, liquidity will be attracted to the lower bin step, the lower fee pools. And so being stuck in a 250 bin with a high fee might end up losing volume over time.
Absolutely, yeah. It will lose volume compared to the lower bin step pool. That's just because the lower bin step pool will offer a better price. Usually, if there is the same amount of liquidity
I think we're
across.
decided then. Let's go for the 80 bin step.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
So we've got 28 soul to allocate underneath. And let's double check our pricing. Got quad 04, triple 135. Does it look good to everyone? I'll
Yeah,
take
it looks
that as
good.
a yes.
No, it looks good, I think. Yeah.
We're
Just
gonna
make
do,
sure that the ranges are the exact same
yeah,
to
we're
what
good.
you yeah,
Quad 4 and triple 136. Let's double check.
yeah.
I really hope that one of these days I don't make an egregious error while being live streamed. It'd be hilarious. All right.
Okay,
So
guys. So I think we can just drop the submission form now.
yeah, go for it.
Because as we all know, there will be a form, a submission form that all the attendees will have to submit their wallets to in order to get a share of the profits of the P&L that we do. And I'm gonna share it now. It will be open for around. I'll share it now, Richard. It will be open for around 15 minutes, and then I'll close it again. Okay?
Yusuf, did you add a Twitter, a spike?
I did. I
Perfect.
did Twitter handle, Discord handle, and Solana wallet.
Perfect. Guys,
Yeah.
so I'm trying out a new little experiment this week. I wanted to ask that everyone, in order to get their distribution, they retweet the post that we do when we share this on the Meteora channel. And that way, hopefully, we can get some increased engagement. So there's not going to be any strenuous double checking. It's kind of just like an honor system. But once we put the post live, please retweet it as well. And hopefully we can increase our engagement. We can get some new audience members in here and keep preaching the DLMM gospel.
Absolutely. Okay, cool. So we're getting some answers now. Looks good. To the form.
Yeah, how great is it? What other crypto Twitter events exist where you just show up and get paid? Like how
Exactly.
freaking wonderful.
For real, for real.
If y'all haven't checked out the Meteora Bootcamp, I highly recommend it. They're doing awesome things over there. And for those of you who are just getting into DLMMs, you'll learn a bunch. So we've got to do some more Mathematica. We've got 14 SOL to allocate between these two. We're going to refer this to our in-house quant, Yusuf. Well, actually, we've already kind of denominated it here. So this was half and it's got 11 SOL. So let's just use that as our reference.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get someone to build an AI chatbot for us. That'd be sweet.
That'd be really useful.
I've been experimenting with Grok. I bit the bullet and paid for the subscription. And one thing that's really cool to me is that it has access to all of the like ongoing Twitter data. And so what you can do is you can have it query recent Twitter data and see which meme coins have been getting the most engagement or which memes have been having the most posts created about them. And so I think
That's
that's pretty
interesting.
cool.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. That can be quite useful if you know how to use it properly.
So here you're adding a little extra on a bid ask to the upper end.
Exactly. Yep.
Yep.
So I split half of our wrap dog into the spot position. And I'm putting the remainder in bid ask. So we get some more gains when, because again, everyone knows that our TA is impeccable when the price goes into our range or out of our range, I guess is the right way to say it. Okay. So voila, let's go through. How did we end up with 13,000 in this position? I must have done the math wrong. That one's gonna be on me, folks. Yusuf, you're the quant.
Dude, sorry, man. I was looking at the form, man.
It's okay, guys. Remember, everything we've done here is on purpose. We wanted to put 13,000 in here because that's how good of a trade it is. And it's
Exactly.
gonna be sweet. So
Yeah, it's a good one.
now
Speaking of
we're gonna
new features, why don't we check out the portfolio view
yeah, awesome.
just to get a summary overview?
Nice. So we have 15K left. What did we not do? Oh, so Yusuf, we still have like 10,000 that we're gonna allocate to a USDC SOL position.
Oh yeah, that's
Yusuf,
true.
you
Yeah.
up for that?
I'll have to make sure to close these form in like 10 minutes. So but yeah, I can.
So let's take a moment and I'm just going to do some exploration into various meme to meme pairs because one of our instructors was talking about how that can actually be really profitable when there's not a lot of volume in other meme coins. While that's going on, chat, please look on Deck Screener or Bird Eye and see if you can't find us a new meme coin that's crushing the volume metrics because we still have about 5,000. Well, we have 15,000 left, but we could take around 5,000 of that and put it into an aggro pool. So, Otto, if you don't mind, and please contribute to this next discussion part, but keep an eye on chat and see if they can't come up with anything else. And yeah, let's keep having some fun and learning stuff about DLMMs.
Absolutely.
So Pepe, we were looking at this earlier, it kind of died.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
Pepe.
I mean, no, it's still doing good volume, like
You're right.
60K. That's not bad.
We could consider that. I'm
That
gonna
looks like wash trading though. Usually when you see like very, very even volume bars like that, that's
yeah.
wash trading. So I would stay away from it.
the classic. I love it when like a new meme comes up and it's worth like $100 million and it's just like perfectly even volume across the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes they have free authority on as well, man. So it's just
So our top memes recently have been Snoofy. Let's see if there's a Snoofy BGG1 pool. Maybe some wild and crazy person made one out there. Someone was talking about how, yeah, there is one. Look at that.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, I don't. So I guess the only time that this would be relevant is when people are cycling from existing memes into these newer coins. A lot of times people will take capital from their kind of like normal blue chip memes and they'll reinvest it into newer coins. And so I wonder if there's like a WIF BGG1 pool or something like that. Yeah, here we have SCF Snoofy. George, using your analytics tools, can we see what kind of fee generation was occurring for these?
If there was recent volume on it, possibly. Um, but I tried to pull up the last one that we were looking at earlier, and for whatever reason it didn't pull up. So I'm not sure what's. I think I needed to do some work on the dashboard to fix those issues.
Sure.
But yeah, I think the meme to meme pools are interesting. But any volume you get in there, it's going to be coming from either Jupiter routing or from arbitrage
Yeah.
and Mev bots. But it could still generate good if there's enough volatility between the two tokens. Even with just getting Jupiter routes and arbitrage bots, you could
Take
still
a
get
look at
some
this
pretty
one.
decent volume.
We've got
Yeah.
Rapdog and BTW, and it's performing at 20% on the 24-hour fee versus the 5 to 7 that we're getting in the Rapdog Soul.
Yeah.
So George, you think this is arbitrage bots who are just taking little arb opportunities?
Yeah, why don't you pull up in the market and I'll show you guys. So if you pull up the bird eye chart,
Okay.
Looks like chat's focused on Snoofy pairs.
okay.
OB.
We'll take a look in a second. Thank you, chat, for being our research arm. So this is really cool. I just started using this the other day when I make my own pools. It's kind of like cool seeing people trade in the pool that you just created.
Yeah, it is cool. All right, so let's take a look at the recent trades down below.
Okay.
And then if you can hide that right panel up at yeah, so that way we can see the platform. So you see the question mark there on the platform? It's about like the fifth trade down, I think. And if you look all the way to the right where it says platform, so that's an arbitrage contract, or it could be a MEV
cool.
contract. But even if you look at the individual trades, I guarantee you they're probably all arbitrage. So go all the way to the right the rightmost icon to the right of the platform to look at the transaction and pull it
So
up.
these are people
Oh,
who
holy
created
shit.
bots that will scan the market for little arbitrage opportunities and
Yep.
automatically buy and sell.
Yep.
Very cool.
Okay.
So you'll probably see a sold to sold transfer. Yep. So you see they started with,
Got
however
sold.
many zeros, 3813 sold, and they ended up with all those zeros, 44759 sold.
So this is all a package transaction that was created by a bot and done in one segment.
Correct.
So
Correct.
cool.
And they're doing it through the Jupyter aggregator. So they probably have um, their own Geyser server and their own RPC server, and they're running
Nice.
the Jupyter um, the Jupyter program, and they're looking for these arbitrage opportunities and executing them.
So cool. This is why we all need to learn how to code, folks. And more importantly, why we need to continue promoting no code platforms so everyone has access to coding
There
and
you go.
coding capacities.
Mm.
What do you
That's
think?
right.
What do you think the lower bar is here, Geeklad? Like, obviously, 1,000th of a soul is
Yeah, it's pretty.
appropriate still, but
It's
like, and if you get into what 5 zeros and a five, it's that's the transaction fee. So
yeah.
is it basically just as long as it's positive, you
Yep.
take it?
Yep. As
Okay,
long as it's
yeah.
positive. Do this. Take a look at the signer and look at their wallet. I bet it's full of arbitrage transactions.
Where's the signer, Geek?
Right in the almost in the middle. Back up above the transaction stuff. Right
This
there.
one?
Yeah, let's take a look at that wallet. And then just look at DeFi activities, and I bet you're gonna see all Sol. Yeah, look, it's all arbitrage. So
Look
that
at
guy's
that.
printing, and some of them are decent size. Like there's one that's 0.031. Of course, the profit on it is much smaller, but
This is a wonderful thing, in my opinion, because it's just an example of how, with like proper intellect and strategy, he's created a money printer. Like he
yep,
literally created a program that prints him money continuously.
yep,
And
yep,
it's
Mm.
not even doing a bad thing because it's just normalizing price against multiple positions and multiple pools. It's like a valid service, and he's being paid to do so.
yep. That's right. And he's evening out all the prices among all those different markets that he's hitting.
So do we want to take a look at this? Was it Snoofy was what chat called out?
Yeah, someone also mentioned.
Snoofy with and basically Snoofy against blue chip memes was the
Cool.
idea, I think.
I mean, I think if you're gonna do Snoofy against a blue chip, it's gonna be almost the same as Snoofy versus Sol. So
I
Well,
agree.
but look at the Rapdog versus BTW. Here we're seeing almost 300% better fee generation.
yeah,
Um,
exactly. So I
why?
think you definitely want to go
But
meme
only
versus
two
meme.
G's of liquidity.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why do you think this is, George?
I think it's just because of the volatility on the two coins. So, if one coin makes a big move, then it's going to open up arbitrage opportunities for bots
Yeah,
to make trades through that pool. And then if the other one makes a big move, the same thing. So I think you've got sort of these opposing forces where you've got two volatile coins that's going to create a lot of arbitrage opportunities through that
very
market.
cool. Very cool. So maybe one strategy is trying to find two coins that you think ideally won't dump to nothing, but are experiencing contrary volatility, or both are having high volatility. And
Right.
that once again gets us into this scenario where we're getting more fees, more volume, and higher volatility in the long run.
That's right. The other thing we can do to get an
We all,
idea of what these pairs will look like when they're paired against each other on the limit order page in Jupyter, you
okay.
can put in both tokens and then generate a chart of them against
Ah,
each
very
other.
cool.
So maybe do WDOG and BTW.
Yeah. I honestly kind of like that pair. Um, it looks like BTW is also close to a bottom. So obviously this means something. We we now need to decipher what that means.
Yeah, so and what's the pool that we were looking at? Which one was the second pair? Was it versus BTW? Okay, yeah, versus
Is
BTW.
W dog
Okay.
versus
All
BTW.
right, cool. So I think that's the way. Yep.
I think we're inverted here.
I think it's okay.
Geek, you obviously know that this is a flaw in my trading capacity.
Yeah, flip it back. Flip it back. So the pool, I'm sorry, the chart, it shows you BTW in priced into W dog,
Okay.
or actually it's W dog priced into BTW. If you go to the Meteora pool, when you look at the price, you should see it listed the same way. It should say BTW divided by W dog. Yeah,
Yep.
there you go. So that's how you kind of know that you're looking at the right chart.
So 3 BTW is 1 W dog. Is this
But
what's
now it says the current price is 477. So when we go to Jupiter, it's probably going to be closer to the 477. So we may need to resync that pool. I don't
this is
know.
now in? So why is this telling us 198?
Oh, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe it is inverted. I think you might be right. Yeah. So let's flip it back.
Yeah, so
Okay. Yeah, that's better.
we're
All
actually
right.
above.
So it's showing 5, and then the pool is showing what?
Let's take a look. How do I remove this top bar from Zoom? There we go. It's showing 3, 2, 1. So
So they
we've
must be one
logged.
side. They must be one-sided, and they're out of range. Click the add liquidity. Yeah, and then scroll down. Let's look at the. Yeah. So they're out of range.
Mhm.
So it gets tricky when you want to get into pools like this because you want to make sure you put the correct side and you put it above what the current price is so that it eventually resyncs and gets into your price range.
So what you're
Um,
saying is if we do this trade, we're going to get wrecked via
yes, we will.
arbitrage.
Yeah, if you were to do it right now at this price, you would absolutely get wrecked.
Gotcha.
Um,
Will this Jupe pool show us volume?
it doesn't show volume because it doesn't.
It's
That
just showing the
yeah,
price.
there's really no volume with these two coins other than what's probably in that one pool.
Gotcha.
So, hmm, I mean, we could create our own instead of using this one, and
Let's
that way we don't have to worry about,
let's
getting wrecked on the price.
let's table this as one of our maybes.
Yeah.
Yusuf, are you done with the Google form?
Yeah, I'm done with it. Yeah.
Do you want to walk us through doing a Sol position, a Sol USDC?
Sure. Let's do that.
All right, I'm gonna give you the screen share. You can take it over. Guys, I'm gonna step aside for a second. I gotta run to the bathroom. Be back in a few minutes.
Okay. So yeah, guys, you should be able to see my screen now.
Yep.
Cool. All right. So what we spoke about was that we or I thought, some others have also thought that Solana or crypto in general has been looking quite bearish lately, right? And therefore we thought about making or swapping all our SOL to USDC and essentially providing our USDC at a way lower price between SOL and USDT. We can find a pool here, and then I'll be able to show you guys some numbers and a chart. Yeah, let's just do this one. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna go on a very high time frame now. On a 1 day time frame. Okay, let me try and find another pool. Or actually I could go to Binance because let me do that. Because right now we want to look at SOL markets. All right, cool. So Right, cool. So what we can see right now is the daily chart on a Sol USDT market. And as I said before, we've kind of been thinking about or having the idea of Solana going low in price simply because of some bearish market conditions across all of crypto. There's been
Hey,
lately.
Yusuf, sorry to
Yeah,
interrupt, but there's a couple people who weren't able to fill the form. Since this is the first time we're doing like the time gate, I'd say
okay,
open
okay,
it for a few more minutes. Just we don't want people to have like a bad experience like that.
sure. I'll just open it again so you guys can should be able to log in.
This your last chance to chat.
Yes. Yeah, let me get back. So here we have a Sol USDT market on Binance. Binance is a very good indicator because it makes a lot of volume, so we can just use this um as our chart. So what we want to do is that we want to swap all of our Sol, or not all of our Sol, we want to swap around 10K USD worth of Sol into USDC, and essentially make a pool that will swap all that USDC into Sol at a support range. And that's because we believe, or we have, or we might have an idea that Sol will go down in price compared to USD. And if we just look at this chart here, okay, so this is a Sol USDT market on a very high volume exchange. And if we look at this price here, so that's around 125. This price here shows, or has shown previously, really good support. Looks like when prices touch this point here, it has rebounded in one way or another. At least over on the daily chart. So I thought that maybe we could use, or we could do, or have a wait. Let me just put a line. I thought that maybe we could make a position that has this price here as our upper range, and essentially take it all the way down to 120 approximately.
So you want to catch that like crazy volatility that would occur if the
Exactly.
price really dumps.
Exactly.
Very
Because
cool.
I mean, just looking at previous price action, it looks like that there's been a lot of volume during these nuke events, because we can see like this candle down here, which represents volume in USD. It made like this market here in Binance, Sol USDT, made almost 24 million USD worth of volume on this dip here, which
But
happened like
you would have had to have caught it all the way down. So if you set your range too high, you're not going to catch the volume there. You're not going to
that's
catch the
true, that's
fees.
true. But we can just, we can, I mean, that is true. There's probably, we can go lower on a low time frame and get that information. I mean, we could also, yeah, we could also do a little. What do you think, Glad, about making the
I mean, I think if you're going to try to catch a big dip,
mm,
you definitely want to go down far enough to catch it, right? So you don't want to set your lower range too high and then miss the volume.
yeah,
So I think one thing that you can do to do that is to put it in a spot. So instead of doing a bid ask where, you know, you're only going to catch the majority of the volume when it gets all the way down to the bottom,
mm,
put it in a spot and you'll generate fees, you know, all the way down and then all the way back up if it retraces. Um, so, you know,
I would say
I think it had bottomed out around 109, if I remember correctly.
yeah,
So, you know, if it makes a big move down there, I think it'll go down and bounce. So I would say go all the way down to 109.
yeah,
okay.
I agree.
Yeah.
Would you want to change the upper range then? Because I mean, like, I don't
Yeah, I
think.
think the upper range is probably just a little bit above where you have it because you could probably catch, you know, if it does get down to that level, you could catch a little bit of retracing in that range and at least catch some fees if it never breaks resistance there.
Mm,
Um, so I think for your top range, you actually would like to catch a little bit of volume. So I think you could get closer to the current price versus, you know, looking for the very bottom of that resistance. So I think you could go a little bit above the resistance range. I mean, you could go all the way up to the current price if you want,
Yeah. I
because we're
think
going to be in a wide range. So
yeah, I think yeah.
I'm bullish here, you guys. I'm sorry. I just want to
Really?
throw that out there.
Why?
I think that was the liquidity flush. And I think we're
yeah,
trading in the rear view mirror here. But so I just wanted, since it was contrary, I wanted to voice it.
Sure,
Yeah,
I love it. So
yeah.
you actually because
I think I think that we're gonna have one more dump because it seems like the market always wants to wreck longs before the price goes up. But
I mean, I
so
think we could go
No doubt.
two-sided, right?
we
I think
could.
two-sided
Hey,
is a good way to go.
we can close the forum whenever you're ready. Glad you're in,
Okay,
right?
Yeah, I got in.
Okay.
Thanks.
I've closed the form now. Yeah,
99 people, that's sweet.
yeah,
Going up every
99
week.
people are in. Yeah,
So I
that's
did
actually that's
I did
an all-time high, isn't it?
That's pretty high.
I
Yeah.
did a DCA out of Sol into USDC. I know auto thinks we're bullish, but at the same time, if our bearish hypothesis is incorrect, we don't lose any money on that USDC and it benefits our other trades.
Yeah,
Um,
that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
would
agree on
Yusuf,
that actually.
would you like to try this kind of bottom catch position?
Um, so what do you mean with I didn't get that question.
Why don't we go all the way up to the current price instead of waiting for it to get down? Because that way
Because
we'll get some retracement. If Otto's theory proves right, you know, we'll go out of range. We'll print some fees, but we won't go too deep into our liquidity. If
okay,
we
so
do get a dump, all of a sudden we'll catch
mm,
it.
I mean
I think we'll
we
need to get lucky to get a dump. I don't know that it'll happen. I mean it's just it's been a lot of chop. Like if you look at the long-term trend, it really has been kind of sideways if you go
mm,
back to like March.
I agree. I think we could do we could do two different types of positions. We could do a spot position with USDT from current price to say this price here, and then have another bid ask position all the way down to this range here.
Could do that.
Yeah, go for it.
Cool.
Okay.
I have a DCA doing 10K into USDC. That'll be done in a few minutes. And then I say we just freaking hit like the blockchain and see if we can't find a really high volume meme and see if we can't get some crazy fee generation running
Dude,
into the last segment.
someone shared like Solana before, or something called or Solana, right? And it's I like what you guys were talking
Oh,
about
very
exactly,
cool.
so I didn't want to interrupt you guys, but it was literally making 300K in 5 minutes. Like that
Yeah,
was crazy volume.
let's take a look at it.
Was
Yeah,
that? Oh, I thought that was a Reddit channel. That was a token?
Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Someone made a
funny.
token about it. Yeah.
obviously it's got to be sponsored, so just kidding.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Art
it's a lot
Solana.
of volume actually. Yeah, it's
So
200K last 5 minutes.
our instructor Mario would say, I don't give a shit if it's a rug. If it has volume, I'm gonna trade it. Y'all want to open a position here?
Go to the 1 minute. Let's just see
Okay, okay.
what the wash
Okay,
trade profile looks like.
okay, yeah. I'm on the
Nice.
one
It
minute right
might be
now.
okay.
I agree, actually. I agree. I think we could
Holy
do
shit, yeah, it's moving all over the place. Go
yeah
one-sided on it.
yeah go one sided so down to like
Underneath?
this price here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
just a
think
bit
Yeah.
underneath.
I think we have to buy some of it. So this is going to go to a million. I'll put the call out there. I think it's going to go to a million. The
I
amount of volume we're
agree.
seeing on the 5 minute.
I
Swap
kind of
some of it,
agree.
yeah.
All right. So we have now the degens come out. We have 46 SOL left. That's approximately should be 5K, 6,400.
We
I
shouldn't
want
put
to
5K in my opinion.
no. So what do we want to allocate to this trade?
I think we could do a like for the one-sided soul position, we could do
No,
15 soul.
total budget. You want to do, y'all okay with like 2,500 for this?
Yeah, I mean for the one-sided sold position, I think
2,500
2,500
total.
works.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's good. You know, you could probably acquire it just by putting it into the DLMM in one bin or just
You'll,
a couple of bins.
I'm pretty confident we'll need to create a pool, but let's double check.
Could already be one. Let's see.
Can you search
Alex just
by
posted Alex just
Yeah,
posted a
there's one.
link to a pool in the
in chat?
chat, OB.
Cool. Okay, these are always fun. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and share a screen for this.
Yeah, just so the audience knows, this is supposed to be a little more action packed, a little more fun, these sessions, in case it wasn't obvious already.
Yeah,
Do
be aware.
IOR. Do your own
Can
research, not financial
someone
Do your
advice.
research.
can
Be aware.
someone
No
double check our
financial
pricing?
advice.
Yeah, we're the pool's a little mispriced right now. Um, so for something like this, when I see $200,000 volume on the 5 minute, I say $1 million as market cap at least. Can definitely go higher, but we're at a pretty good price right now. What are we showing? 500,000 right now, just under. Um, we will probably see a bit of a sell off here. I'm going to allocate 20% of our budget and just spot buy. We'll put maybe, because I don't think it's going under back down to 250. My concern is that we completely miss this trade. But yeah, we're going to do 18 total. I'm just going to do 20 total because that is going to make the math a lot easier. Let's get 4 soul in here.
Hmm.
Oh, I want to do more. I want to. All right. I'm think I'm going to do 8. Y'all think that's a horrible decision?
I think
No,
it's too
go for
much
it.
to be
Do
honest.
it,
Yeah.
man. Get it in there quick.
Am I too
Get it in there
aggro?
quick.
Yeah, so the thing is with these timing is critical because
Yeah.
that's the difference between 100, like 5 minutes will be the difference between like 100%. Okay, we're going a pretty big position here. Like if I'm trading this myself, I also don't have $50,000 in my bankroll, but I usually do 2 to 3 sold for the total position here. Fuck it. We ball hard.
What was your rule of thumb again on the volume?
Holy shit, 10% slippage. That's a lot.
200,000, like if I see $200,000 on the 5 minute, it's probably going to a million market cap minimum. Unless it rugs, because sometimes that volume is fake and we're gonna get rugged. But this is a pump fund token, so at least the liquidity is locked in that regard. I did look at the bubble maps. There is definitely some snipage going on there. Okay, so here's our pool. Geeklad, if we enter this now, are we gonna get arbed because the pool price is very different?
No, it's just out of sync because it's moving so fast.
Okay,
So you're good.
so we have
You
12
can
soul
always
left.
do a
But plus,
you can
plus when you
always
see,
do an
I'm sorry,
in
Otto.
pool swap. Just you can always do an in pool swap with a really small amount if you want to try
Yeah,
and
you could do that too.
reset it. Yeah.
But when you see a distribution down there, then you're not gonna get arbed. If you see like a distribution where it ends at one price, then that's when there's danger.
Wait.
We don't
Shouldn't we
have
try
time.
to...
We don't have time, Yusuf.
Okay, yeah, I agree. I do agree to an extent, yeah. I, yeah.
So we entered 8 soul into Solana. We have 12 soul left. We got 3.4 going in right now, and the rest is going to go into bid ask underneath. And then we're just going to watch
Oh
the
my,
the freaking magic of potential fee generation that can occur when you have high volume, low liquidity pairs.
yeah.
The-
Try to increase the bin slippage. Yeah. No, not there. I think it's this wall.
Yeah, there.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, there, yeah.
I've had like, is our price going up or down? Literally can't.
It's
I've
going
had
down.
so many times when like I'm looking at a pair and I'm like trying to force the transaction to go through. It's like, come on, hurry up, hurry up. All right, let's try again.
Okay, I'm watching the market live right now. And
Price is down from our entry.
yeah.
It's okay. Literally, like you can see a 100% price change in 5 minutes with this kind of stuff.
Exactly, true.
So
That's 100% true. Okay, let's cook. Let's
we're
cook.
gonna get it. I think we're gonna get it.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I'm gonna do 10 soul underneath. It's a pretty freaking big trade for a meme of this size. But okay,
I
let's
mean,
get
it's
it.
good. It's actually good because you're facilitating others and making it look. I mean, you're just helping other traders, right?
Hopefully we're helping ourselves as well. I know that we're all about helping others and learning, but well, let's see. So let's summarize what we just did. We bought 8 soul worth of Solana. Uh, oh, let's go. We're going up. We have 10 soul essentially underneath. No, it's 14 soul underneath. So our total position just over $3,000. And now we cook. So, gosh, what if this? We're gonna freaking we're gonna range out on top in 7 minutes. That's my estimate of what occurs.
We'll
And
see, man. We'll see.
bro, Yusuf, this is not going down.
Yeah, I'm watching the Fulton chart. Like it's really just going up and down. Like the 1 second chart just looks hilarious, quite literally.
So for everyone who's watching, this is 100% an advanced LP strategy. Well, like if this goes well, we could do very, very well. It's also so freaking likely impossible to like have a 50, 70, or 80% loss on a position like this. So if you are going to do this, first and foremost, like take a lot of time and watch charts before you even like try and make a trade. Just watch charts and understand normal price action. But also don't invest money you can't afford to lose. Start small and just be like careful and cautious. Like we're in a crazy position where we're given thousands of dollars to play with. But for those of you who are using your real money, be cautious and take your time. There will always be another good trade. But if you freaking bottom out, if you zero out your account, then that's you're gonna be in this certain situation.
Okay, what's the dynamic fee at?
Looking at 3.6%.
Reload the page because that
It'll update.
changes like second by second. And then by the time the page loads, it'll be out of date, but yeah, still good. 3.6. Nice.
600% on the 24 hours. What we like to see, baby.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's honestly like that's if you're going to be investing in these high volatility memes, you want this to be 999 all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Um, so this is what I think is going to happen. I think we're going to come down a little bit. We're going to range, and then we're going to have another move up. What
Mm.
I like to do in situations like this is I like to go on Twitter and search to see if other people are talking about this. Okay. Got a little bit of engagement going on. Nothing crazy. I want to see posts with 5,000 views per post if it's like
Mm.
gonna be a banger. How's our volume looking? We're still
Volume.
doing, yeah, still got good volume.
Yeah, volume still looks fine.
All right, we need one good pump chat and we'll crush it.
Literally, yeah.
I'm gonna keep compounding these fees. So one thing that you can do in a high volume situation like this, you can claim fees and compound them.
But keep the soul, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
keep the soul.
that's a responsible decision to make.
Yeah.
You're protecting against additional losses.
Wait, I think you have some.
That was a mistake. I
Uh,
meant to not do that, but
Mm.
One thing that always bothers me is when you redo the position, it changes the 24-hour fee. I'm like, what? Where'd all our fees go?
Yeah.
Another piece of advice I have is if you do a trade like this, don't watch the chart all the time. That's a great way to freaking spike your anxiety. And also,
No
like
real, man.
the worst
That,
thing that you can do is see a price dump and panic sell.
that's
That's
literally the best advice. Like, like especially when chart moves like freaking percentages every second, right? Like you will easily make yourself or trick yourself into believing that they will go to zero, and that will many times wreck you from getting profits.
so
Gaz asks if you check Telegram too, or mostly just stick on Twitter for sentiment.
Yeah,
if
that's
it's like a meme coin, I do like going to Telegram because you can get a general idea of what the community's ambiance or feel for the coin is. I don't check it as often, but it's a really good thing to do when investigating new memes. Do y'all want to try and open this Sol position? We've got 10,000 in USDC hanging out.
okay. Yeah, yeah. Let's try and do it. Yeah.
Chat, this is when we're going to kind of open up the space. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them in chat and we'll hold Q&A for a little bit. This is positive thinking, y'all. We'll watch our Solana freaking crush it out the top end of our range, and then we'll probably wrap up the session for today. Which pool do you guys think? We've got a bunch of really low bin step, really low fee pools here.
Yeah, I think we should so the idea was to make two different types of positions, right? One where we do spot from current price down to 130.
Okay.
I think we should choose a high pin step pool, by the way. Like maybe 20
Okay.
or even okay, yeah.
Any other thoughts? Is 22 big or too low? All right.
20. I mean, you know what? For the spot, I would put it in the one bit fee, one
Oh,
bit step. I mean, you're gonna print tons of fees.
yep. We'll have
That
to
would
have
be many
multiple
bins. There will be
positions.
so
Yeah, you're
much
gonna have
code.
it'll be a lot of positions, but
Yeah.
that's okay. Ben's got the soul
Right.
to pay for it.
Geek, this is a 0.01 fee.
Yeah.
Is that gonna offset being in the 0.2?
No, as long as you're in different ranges, right? So the idea would be we put the spot into the point one because then, or the point oh one because we don't have to worry about, doing like a bid ask shape or anything like that.
Sure, sure.
And on top of that, it's gonna move a lot. It'll probably move across multiple positions, and we'll generate
I'm
some good
just
fees.
I'm concerned that we're not going to get 20 times more fee generation via the dynamicness of the one step versus the normalness of the 20 bin. What I'd like to do is do two different ones. We can try part in the one bin step and part in maybe the 20 or the 10, and we can compare afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's do an apples to apples comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see. So let's do the same range and same shape. We'll do spot on all of them, and let's see what wins out. I like the idea.
Cool.
Maybe we do it with the one bin step, and then we do it with the 10 bin step.
Nice. So we've got 10K for this.
I mean,
Yusuf, how much?
if Yusef's thought process plays out, you'll pick up. This runs counter to the idea of doing apples to apples, so I apologize. But just to throw it out there, if Yusef's strategy plays out, you will attract more volume in the higher fee pool if volatility really starts picking up, right?
Well,
In
the
which case,
volatility will jump in all the pools, right? So if volatility picks up, you're gonna have dynamic fees kicking in all the different pools. So it'll probably end up almost the same. Um,
but the volumes for the higher fee pools will
Yeah,
climb
that's true. That's
as
true. Yeah, you would, because you would have less price impact, less slippage
yeah.
in the larger bin steps. Yeah.
So if you were gonna chunk it out into, two different ranges, you would want the higher fee at the lower
Yeah.
end when fall starts. Anyway,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
for
thought I'd throw
sure.
that out. It's different from the uh I still like the apples to apples too, so I just wanted to throw that
Yeah.
out though.
But the idea is we're gonna put some of it in a spot, and then the bottom range we're gonna put into a bid ask, right?
Don't look at it, ordinary Bob. Don't look at it,
No,
dude.
it's okay. So I wanna
Just keep it, dude. Just
I
keep
wanna
it.
I wanna rebalance this and take some of this soul that we bought at
Oh
the
yeah,
low
yeah.
end and resell it at a higher range.
That's actually a good idea. Yeah, do that.
Remember, guys, this is going exactly as we planned because our TA is phenomenal.
Yeah, just do a spot. Yeah.
So I was thinking for our Sol USDC position, we take 2,000 and do the 1 bin step, 2,000 and do the 10 bin step, and we allocate 6,000 for our bottom catcher. Is everyone okay with that?
Yeah.
Oh
I mean,
shit, man! It doesn't want to. That's
it is so
annoying.
good. That's the nature of the beast when you have this like crazy volatility going on.
That's true. Yeah. Okay, just try to increase the limits. Yeah.
It'll go through. You just have to spam it a couple of times. There we go.
Okay. Oh, it just pumped.
Oh, perfect. We'll sell it for more money.
That's actually true. We will miss out on some fees, but yeah.
All right. So Yusuf, what is the lower range for this first Sol USDC pair?
Okay, so for the spot position, the lower range would be 130.
130. Okay. Let's put 2,000 here. Do you see how many bins we're in? Hey, this is in the name of science.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, how many transactions is this going to be? We're about to overload the blockchain.
That's true.
15 positions.
How much USDC is there in each bin? That's like 2 USD, isn't it?
It'll be
Yeah, it's not gonna be a lot in each bin.
very. Guess how much we spent on opening the position?
100, wasn't it?
It's like
0.
one soul, right?
Yeah, it was one
Almost.
soul.
Yeah.
Freaking psychos, y'all.
But
Yeah, and I would love to see an apples to apples comparison in the same range
Yep.
in the higher bin step.
Just allow us 3 to 5 hours for all of these. Look at that. Transactions complete.
looks
Nice.
good.
That's the smoothest 20 transaction thing that has ever occurred.
That's true.
Tech debt getting cleared out. Thanks, engineering squad.
All right. So that was our 1 bin step. Let's go for our 10. 144. 130. What's our current price? Oh, Sol's down. Good thing we just sold it at the top, y'all.
Let's
We did
go.
144 in the last one. Actually, I don't know if that'll allow us to do it. It'll just start us right underneath.
I just popped my head in. How's it going?
Did you change the min? Did you want to be 138?
Thank you, sir. Only a mere 105 bins.
How's it
For those
going,
of you,
guys?
we're kind of crushing it right now.
Yeah, you're cooking.
Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Don't. It's
Don't
actually
wanna
below
jinx
our
it.
range. Yeah, it's out of range. Holy shit.
And now we pray.
Now we pray.
Dear Doge, pump our bags.
That's when you double down.
Uh,
Ah, I think
It's
that's what
not
we
wrong.
do.
What we probably should have done is extended our bottom range a little bit more,
I agree. Yeah,
expecting
I
this
agree.
higher volatility. So Yusuf, walk us through our bid ask for the bottom end of Sol USDC.
Okay, cool. So yeah, from okay, so we had our low range at 130 for spot positions. For bid asks, we can just take a little more down actually. We can just have our upper range at 126.
Okay. And what kind of bin step should we do here?
Okay, so yeah, we can actually increase it because we're expecting volatility, right? So just do the 20 pin step. I think that'll be fine.
Okay. And you want us to do a bid ask here, right?
Yeah.
And our bottom is going to be, it's okay, we keep here at 109.
Oh, that's actually perfect. Yeah, that's literally where we yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
What if we add a little bit of spot so we have a bit more in this top range?
You
We
can
do
that.
like 20% spot.
Mhm. I think you should try to keep the bins under 69 or under or at 69 or under 69 because right now we'll just do two positions. That might be annoying.
Do you want me to take it from the top or the bottom?
Just take it from the top. Yeah, that's fine.
How many shots do I owe you guys?
So many, dude.
So many.
Yeah,
How much total of you guys are you LPing right now? What was the goal? 60?
we got 50.
50 in?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, we're just about there.
All right.
Using our
I'm
money
pouring
wisely.
whiskey now. God.
Boom.
Oh,
So I think that's all of our LPs. We have 38 soul left. What if we buy the whole coin? I don't recommend doing this.
No.
So the key to making sure your LP strategies work well is by buying all of the coin and forcing the price up.
That's actually a really good strategy.
This is fine, guys. So this is
manipulate the
really
market.
normal.
That's one strategy.
This is really normal price behavior. So we have our first movement up here, peaking at just under 700K. And then we have a sell-off perfectly touching the 786. So what we want to see now is another move up.
Mm.
Obviously, we got to let the crypto gods decide that for us. We're not in a bad position here. This is when you don't want to sell because it's actually more likely for the price to go up than it is for it to go down right now because people were buying this coin 20 minutes ago at 2 or 3 times the cost. We know there are people that want to buy this coin, and we just got to hope that there's
Okay,
more
it's
buyers
pumping.
than sellers. Yeah.
I think it might be into range again. Try and go back to
No, we're not going to watch it. Let's go.
yeah, it's into range again. Yeah.
If
Is
only
this
if
like
only the calculator was working accurately, we'd be watching it right now.
Is
No,
this
but we've
like a
got great
Reddit
feed
meme?
generation coming in.
Oh
Like a
yeah.
Reddit.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah. So
We're
we're not
pumping right
in
now.
a bad position, y'all.
Yeah.
We're decently heavy into a very aggressive position. This is kind of exactly what we planned on happening. We planned on it dumping. It
Mm.
came almost, it just went right past our range, and now we're working our way up. I'm gonna add our fees back in.
Keep the soul this time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Teamwork.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's
Teamwork
see if we
makes
can't get
the-
lucky and freaking there we go. Crush it. If there's any whales out there watching, I do have insider information that this coin is programmed for 100 million, so you might want to buy it now. Don't buy it, chat, unless it's with your money, chat. That was obviously a joke, but
NFA.
cool. Let's take a look at the market and see. Let's go back to our other positions too and see how they're doing. Snoofy
Mm.
is freaking crushing it still. People are buying the heck out of it.
Oh yeah. Still pumping.
That's okay. Oh, look at that, y'all. BGG is crushing it.
Nice.
We're up 20% from our entry.
Oh wait. Did it literally wait. Oh damn.
Yeah. Let's go back and see how our other positions are doing.
Yeah, we can use the portfolio tool, which is really useful.
Yep. Also want to let everyone know if you're selling our Solana right now, you're lame.
Ah,
This is so funny, right?
Where's our BGG1 pool?
Wait, can you not find it?
It says we have no liquidity.
Oh, that might be a bug. Or try to go into, I don't know.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, it's
Let's
just a bug.
go.
Yeah, let's
I thought for
go.
a second I didn't add the liquidity. I was gonna be some bears. Yeah, awesome guys. So we're up 0.3 soul here.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
If we get wrecked, we get wrecked. But this is one where you need to hold this for another 90 minutes to allow like
To be
normal
honest,
price action
yeah,
to
yeah,
occur.
to be honest, yeah. Like it's really hard to predict.
Oh man. Maybe we got wrecked.
Let's just wait. Let's just wait and see how it plays out.
Yeah. So
It'll pump back. It'll pump back.
our other positions are doing great. Look at that, 60% on the 24-hour fee. Nice. How's Rap Dog doing? Okay, it's just a little down from our entry. That's okay.
Mm.
Still well within our range. Are there any like questions or comments from chat? Because we're pretty much done with our trading so far today. We've made some really good trades, I think, and one really aggressive one. We took a pretty interesting position on Sol USDC. That should give us some more insight into what we can do in terms of what's most correct in terms of which bin steps to choose.
How big was our aggressive position?
We did 20 Sol total. For some reason, it's
Yeah, so
showing 5,000 liquidity. That's not correct.
no, not the BGG, the R Solana.
It was also approximately 20 Sol.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So just wanted to call out like pretty small relative to the size of
To
the
the total, yeah.
Yeah.
overall, right? So just that's not an accident if folks are wondering. Like
Right.
it's high volatility, so we made it a very small portion of the total.
Mm.
Yeah, hopefully we get lucky here. It'd be great to bag a nice like freaking 2x win for
To be
chat and
honest,
the
yeah.
audience.
hell
I
yeah.
agree.
So there's two things that are going to happen here. The first is this bleeds out to nothing, in which we will take a pitiful loss. The second is that we get a second movement up. And if that's the case, like the worst case scenario is most likely we come back here to the 0006. The best case scenario is we go to a million or a million plus, in which we've made a freaking Nostradamus-esque trade. But again, I think I was a little too aggro here by putting 8 Sol in. We should have probably done the one-sided like you all guys really recommended. As my sincerest and humblest apologies. I made an executive decision we had to get the bag in, but hopefully we get lucky here and we bag. We're still doing good on volume. We've got 100K volume on 5 minutes.
Yeah, still
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
good.
it's
Still very good,
moving.
yeah.
It's moving.
I mean, yeah, definitely. If you were to buy this coin, you should. I mean, right now it's a good price, but
I hit right now.
Yeah.
No,
okay, it's pumping. Yeah, it's into range again. It's
you're
intriguing.
you're literally correct. This is like the perfect time to enter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
should be
wanted
into range again. It should be in range because I'm checking the. I mean, wait. Yeah, it should be in. Yeah, it should.
You're correct. No, we're not in a bad position. I think I was a little too aggro with adding on here the initial buy. I probably should have done 4. I wanted to do that because as equally likely as it was to do this, were it to be to range around in this range. And so we would have missed out if that occurred. But this is like we put the majority of our capital in this price point here. We've got it allocated nicely. now this is the saddest thing to say, but we need other people to buy our bags and be our exit liquidity. But that's the
I mean,
nature of
it's
the
doing a lot
game.
of volume. There's a lot of hype around it, actually. It's quite extraordinary for a coin to make. How much has it done? Okay, so it has literally made 2.5 million USD in volume over the last
Yeah,
hour,
yeah,
and it's only 300K. Like that's extraordinary.
yeah. So a decent rule of thumb is you can anticipate a market cap, a peak of like 1/2 of total volume in this like really short term period. So if we're showing 2.4 million on the 1 hour chart, then I think this coin has a pretty good probability of going to 1 million. But
Yeah. Mhm.
let's check back in an hour and see if we're smart or dumb.
Sounds good.
I mean, this one's moving fast, which is why we're staring at it. To be honest, we should be looking at our larger positions, right?
Yeah.
It's just more entertaining to look at one that's moving fast.
Yeah.
No, I think we did a really good job of opening some intelligent positions that have decent potential gain without excessive risk. So we got, I mean, obviously this one is, we got really lucky with this big move up right afterwards, but it was showing, our two positions were showing 40% and 60% on the daily return, which is incredible for something with this low volume. Snoofy, we might completely miss, or maybe we get really lucky. We have to wait on this because we're looking, I believe our top range is here, around here. So we've got a lot of time left to let this play out. But that could also be a great trade. And then W Dog, like, dang, hopefully, like, just range trades for 36 hours and we just print fees days on end, days on
That would
end.
be awesome. Yeah. Oh shit! It just popped, bro. Damn.
Yeah.
Sweet ticket. Dude, it literally went to 400K market cap. Bro,
Yeah. Look at that. We just earned
dude.
another essentially one soul worth of fees. I'm gonna recompound our
But it's actually
token, not
pumping.
the soul.
Dude, this is like watching the 1 second chart, man. It's like it's literally just insane.
The thing is, if you find a coin like this that has high volume, there's one thing that you know for certain is that people want to buy this coin. That's going to change over time, and in the future, whether it's an hour from now or a day from now, the amount of potential buyers is going to decrease. But we know that within the last hour, we have essentially 1,500 people who have eyes on this coin, and there are people buying and selling essentially, yeah, $2 million worth of it every hour. And so if you find a coin that has known buyers and has high volume, and you're able to enter that at a price that's lower than essentially average market price, which for here we can just do like a really rough line, but this is essentially our average market price over time. And so like if I had been a bit more patient, I could have freaking banged all of our capital down here. We still did a pretty decent entry, I'd say. But that's like really what you want to look for is you want high volume, you want coins where you know people are buying it, and you want to enter it at an advantageous price point. That means you have a good chance of it being worth more than what you paid for it. That's the
Yeah.
sweet spot of trading.
Try to check the position again. It's doing very good volatility right now.
Yeah, we're
Try to check
kind
how
of
many
crushing it.
feet. Yeah.
We probably will close this in
Oh
profit.
shit. I think we're in profits right now, actually. Like,
With our fee generation. Look at that. We've done $460 worth of fees
yeah.
in 17 minutes.
That's
That's
awesome, guys.
crazy.
Killing it. So
Fortunately, Heavy Metal Cook is not taking a shot for every dollar of fees,
no,
but
no,
rather
I'd be dead.
every position opened.
No, I'd be dead. And I'm sorry I missed out. But so you guys are about to wrap up here?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I was just wanted to give another shout out for boot camp. Just a reminder that is August 24th and 25th from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. UTC both days. If you're new and you want to learn some stuff about LPing, I mean, we kind of start at the beginning and then we get more advanced. You can earn a boot camp trainee role as well as LP Army private. So the that's in the Discord in the announcements. I can paste the link to the actual sign up here in the chat. Give me just a second to find it. But yeah, it's gonna be a good one. We're trying to update content and make things current and relevant and all that good stuff. Let me just drop this in there. Sign up there. You won't get a confirmation email, but you'll get an email probably a day or so before camp starts. So come join us, rock out with me and Mario and several other instructors. So I hope to see you there.
Awesome.
Right on.
Right on, guys.
Chat, just as a reminder, this is like a request, not a demand, but when we do the post on Meteora's Twitter, highlighting this event, please do a repost. We want to get some more engagement out there. I know a lot of people are here because they want to learn, and also a lot of people are here because they want free money, and to bring a lot more people in does dilute that. But at the end of the day, we got to promote the Meteora ecosystem. We've got to share all this awesome alpha, and so please help us out and do a retweet. And yeah, unless there's any other questions, I'm going to keep the Zoom going for another hour. We'll kind of watch and manage this position and close it in massive profits because that's what we're going to do. Everyone's welcome to hang out. If there's any questions, we'll take questions and answers right now.
Yeah.
All right, you guys take care.
See you, heavy metal.
Peace.
See you guys.
Yeah, let's go. We've still got great volume here. I think we're Gucci.
Yeah, I think it's a really good one.
Holders is going up. We're up 100 holders since we last checked. One of the things that I really like to do is I like to look at the trades that are occurring. I like to do sometimes like look at the $1,000 plus. And what I want to see here is I want to see whales selling their whiff or their other like big blue chip memes and buying this because that's a really good signifier. This is a nobody, unfortunately. Just a little baby whale.
You can usually filter for a very big buys, right? Oh,
Yep.
yeah, that's what you did. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so we're looking at $1,000 and up.
Yeah. I'll try to search for some wallets again.
Yeah, the best thing we can see right now is somebody with $500,000 of whiff selling their whiff for this ticker.
Or a lot of soul, you know.
Oh, look at this. So this guy, here we go. This is what we want to see. He's not a huge whale, it's 7K, but he's cycling Snoofy into our Solana. So that's a great sign.
That's bullish. Oh shit! Someone with, dude, I just found a wallet with 100K. It's
Yeah.
buying it. It literally bought 40 soul of it.
40 soul?
Yeah, it bought 40 soul of
Yeah.
of our Solana, and the wallet literally has 100K.
That's what we want to see. I think meme coins like this are great because to me they represent like pure market activity. Like the only reason they're valuable is because a bunch of people pretty much have like gone out on Twitter and spammed the Twitter space to convince other people to buy it. And it's
Yeah.
like a great example of the free market.
Oh, okay, so I actually just read a bit about our Solana. Okay, so it looks like that someone made a community coin for the subreddit or Solana.
For the
Because
subreddit?
yeah, for the subreddit for our Solana, because there is one right now that have been used for like years now, where developers ask questions and so on, and then someone just decided to make a community coin for it, which is quite cool actually. I do think it's a nice idea.
What if they token gate the subreddit?
What?
What if they token gate the subreddit?
Oh,
You have to buy 100 R Solana
that
to
would
get
be
into the
bullish,
subreddit.
dude. That's so bullish. So what I think you should do now, Hayden, is
Talk to
to
me.
not, re-provide the fees earned in our Solana in case it pumps a lot, right? So
Oh, you want to keep a moon bag?
Yeah, because I genuinely think that it could actually pump a lot. You know,
Cool.
if it goes to say 10 million or 5 million, you know, that could
It
end up
shall be
being
done.
a lot of money. Yeah.
So that's like actually like a really, really good trading strategy. So if you're trading meme coins and you're trying to get 2x's or 10x's, once you've booked a profit, it's like really common at higher level trades to take out your initial capital. You'll start taking profit over time as price increases, but then a lot of people will hold 10 or 20% back as their moon bag, so to speak, with that hope that we see like another 10x from here. And
Mhm.
so what we'll do is the fees that we're accumulating now, because we are now in profit, ladies and gentlemen.
You're actually
Yeah,
you're
because
in big
this is our
profit.
oh
Holy
let's yeah, we're buying Lambos today. Everyone in chat is getting a Lambo today. It might be a Hot Wheels Lambo,
For
but we're getting
real.
Lambos, fam. We'll keep all these fees that we're generating. And
Yeah.
what I might do, because I don't necessarily want to watch this coin 24 hours a day, but I might set some limit orders at like 1 million and 2.5 million. And then we'll keep the rest and just ride this baby to the moon.
Mm.
Let's go. At this point in the trade, I start to get anxiety because we're in profit. And now it's like, I don't want to not be in profit.
Yeah.
Should I close the trade right now? But
I,
no,
I
we have
I
to
mean,
respect this upward movement.
yeah. I genuinely agree on your point because many times, like at times like these, like times like this where price goes in profit and you earn a lot of fees on top of that, I usually tend to close my positions simply out of fear of price going down again.
Yeah. What I like to do is, so in this case, we had our hypothesis and current price action is validating our hypothesis. We're moving back upwards, which is what we expected. And so ideally we were 10 to 20% higher, because then what I could say is if price continues to move upwards, we hold. But if it retraces to our entry point, then we close. Our capital is essentially break even, but we've generated a lot of fees. So
Yeah.
we're a little bit lower than I'd like to be, because our entry is literally like our average entry is like right here. So we don't have a lot of wiggle room to play with.
I
But
mean, we made a lot of money when you withdraw when you withdraw, you know, 50%
well,
of the liquidity.
check this out. We've got $600 of fees so far.
Okay, could you actually
You can
send the wallet?
rebalance out of the soul too, because I think we
Oh,
agree that if it retraces back down, we don't want to give
sure.
as much to the position.
I've never done that, Otto. How do we remove our soul liquidity? Well, we just need to open a new position, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying it's one way to control risk. I don't know. I wasn't saying we have to do it necessarily, but I think we all agree, like if it goes back down to those lows, we probably don't want to be buying as much.
Yeah.
That's actually a good
So
idea. Yeah, I
what
think
would
with
you
like
recommend? Withdraw and then open a new position?
no, I think okay. So
Yeah, so you would withdraw and then put the R Solana back in.
you
Not
don't
the
need
whole position.
to
Not
close the
I
position.
was saying like partial, like maybe 25% or something like that, and then put the R Solana back in.
I'm gonna take 50%
25 or
off the
50.
table.
Yeah.
That's smart trading, guys. So we had 90, which is our so and so moon bag. I'll do 2.14 back in. Let's see. We'll just do spot. We'll keep it simple. Oh, good timing. I'm gonna add half as spot and half as bid ask.
Okay, let's hope it pumps again.
It should. So
Mhm.
what's happening now is there's two people that are selling right now. There's people who bought the top and they're capitulating and they're selling off because price has bumped up a little bit and they're trying to recoup losses. And then there's also, I'm sure there's short-term traders who bought down here at 0.02 and lower and they're taking a quick profit. So
Yeah.
like what we see now is two different possibilities. We either see this or we see this. And in all actuality, they're both pretty equally likely. And so whether we continue upward on this trend or we downtrend from here, this sell-off is going to occur 9 times out of 10. So this is not when we want to close the trade. This is normal behavior for both an uptrend and a downtrend. That's what we didn't want to see.
Holy sh-
But look, it's getting all bought up. But this is people taking profits, and also some people most likely they're recouping losses. So what we now need to do is we need to let the market show us what it's deciding. Are they
Yeah.
going to keep buying this from here on, or has the market decided that they've had enough of our Solana?
I think the idea that Otto provided that with like with withdrawing the soul from the pool was actually pretty good.
Yes, that
If
was clutch.
price, yeah, if price ended up going out of range to the downside, like the IO that we'd have experienced would be mitigated due to the fact that we already got some soul from the position. Ordinary Rock, could you send your wallet in the chat, and then I'm gonna use the Giglad tool to check where
Yeah.
we're at.
Where'd freaking chat go?
And just put it in Discord if you can't find it.
Sure.
Uh, okay, cool. I got it. Let me see where we're at now.
Xerxes is saying we need to lock in, reduce exposure. Look, we're right back to where we just were a moment ago. I
Yeah.
I think like especially if you're trying to trade memes, the first key step is having the patience to buy bottoms, and the second key step that will take you to the next level is being able to not sell right here, because every like emotion is saying sell, and that's why this sell off occurs. But as I said earlier, I think we're equally likely to see an uptrend from here as a downtrend. In this
Mm.
case, I think we're actually more likely to see an uptrend because of how young this coin is. We're still in the first hour of this coin's existence, and we're doing really, really, really good volume. So this is the panic sell. It's not a bad sell if you have a good entry, because if you entered here at the 0002 and you sold here at 0035, that's almost 100%. It's like a 75% gain. So that's still a great trade. But because of the volatility that occurs in meme coin trading, the key is maximizing your gains while minimizing your losses. So I do think holding right here is what we have to do. If we come up here to our recent top and we don't break through, seeing that double top is usually it's saying we've lost momentum, and that's when we want to close. But right now, this could also
Dude,
what
we're at 5 soul profit.
only for this trade? Oh, for just this trade.
Yeah, for the just that's not only, man, that's a lot actually.
Bro, I want to so when I'm doing an LP position, in my perspective, it's a little skewed because I kind of LP and trade at the same time, but I want to close my positions at 40% profit. That's what I
Mm.
really want to be at. And ideally, like I think I'll rehash this a million times, but the key is getting really good entries, because if you get a good entry and you only see a slight movement up and then it retraces, a lot of times you can close that at 0 and you've earned a bit of fees. But if you get a good entry and it has like a strong retrace, not only do you have that fee accumulation, but also you can close your capital position at plus 30, plus 40, plus 50%. And that's like,
Mm.
for me, the sweet spot.
Yeah. I mean, like if price goes out of range on the upside, like I think
We've
that'll
crushed
be
it.
2x.
Ooh. This is also this is the diamond hands moment right now.
True. That is true.
Oh, I feel like it. I feel like this goes up still. We have such
Yeah.
great volume.
I'm gonna share wallet. Someone asked about sharing wallet. I'll share it now in the chat.
Otto, what do you think? Do you think we're being too aggro here? Should we take our profits and run?
I mean, I think we limited our downside a bit already, so could let it run a little longer. Yeah.
Sure. We still
I
have
mean,
we
these
have a
one
lot
minute,
of
I try not to read too much into these 1 minute charts too, but not that your analysis has been wrong. It's just you got to discount the fact that it's such a short time frame.
Yes, you are correct.
Mm.
This looks so what I'd love to see here is a bottom here creating our second a new higher low, and that's like such a strong signifier of a continued uptrend. If we were to dump from here, I think we have to exit, but I think we're
I
looking good.
agree.
We're at the bottom of range. We really have 3,600 in liquidity.
You can just try and calculate it, because I think the price APY might be a bit off due to
Yes.
volatility.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
down a little bit. But we also pulled some of our initial soul out as well.
That's true.
Oh, we're at the bottom. All right, this is when we need all of the whales of the world to buy our coin.
Pump it up. Or someone is asking for if we've ever experienced getting rocked with Ben's money. I
I don't think we've been rugged yet.
don't know, like we haven't, yeah. Like generally
We
we're
took
playing.
we took some L's for sure.
Yeah, we have taken those, yeah, but we've never like gotten rocked before.
All right, we need to see some serious buys coming in here. There we go. New holder, 5 soul buy.
Okay, yeah.
Got a decent bag. Let's go. I think we're okay. But this is literally the most anxiety inducing moment in the entire trade, in my opinion.
Someone said today is gonna be the first day where we'll experience getting rocked.
Bro, don't give us that bad juju. We don't need those bad vibes in here. Bro, tell him to leave his Solana address in chat and we'll distribute your profits to someone else.
Bruh.
We don't need any bad vibes.
That's true, yeah.
No, I think we're good.
I think
Let's see.
people overuse that term rugged also. It's more specific to me. Like if
And
we lose off a
intentional.
trade where we had a good concept and we stuck to the plan, then that's just normal. That's not a
Yeah.
rug.
Yes.
True.
The only rugs that can truly occur with a pump fund are if people buy the majority of the token prior to it launching and then they just dump on you, which is like in some regards it's a rug, but it's not like someone like pulling liquidity.
Mm.
And the getting the wrong contract address, obviously, that's a good one.
Classic. There we go. We got some buys coming in. Last week I saw a token like this and I opened a position and I reversed the soul versus like the meme coin. And so I opened an inverted position and I added my liquidity. It like insta got drained. I was like, what the fuck? What just happened?
Oh shit! What, bro?
Here
That
we
was
go.
the MEV order. Yeah, someone put 26 soul into. Or wait, yeah, it
Yeah,
was
someone got
26 soul.
MEV'd.
Yeah.
But we still have good buys coming in.
Mm.
Let's go. Pump it, baby.
Yeah,
So
it's pumping.
ideally right here is our new low above our previous low. And so this signifies the new bottom, so to speak. And so hopefully we see some range trading up and out of here.
I mean, it's still doing 115K volume. Like the main radiant pool is actually doing a whole ton of volume.
The one thing that I don't like about this is there's not a bunch of traction on Twitter. I wonder if let's check Reddit. I never do this because
Yeah,
coins
dude, like
usually aren't connected.
I wasn't I was in the subreddit before checking, for posts, and it does look like
Are
it
people
is
talking
gaining
about it?
traction. What?
Are people talking about it in our Solana?
Yeah. Several people have made posts about it, yeah.
Teach me how to create a meme coin.
Someone made a post on Reddit, within the R Solana subreddit. Is this coin legit?
Yo, 1 minute ago.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh,
That's the
I'm gonna
one.
shill our bags. I'm gonna shill our bags. But I don't normally do this, guys. Shilling is part of like normal meme coin trading,
Mhm.
but it's also like it's kind of uncouth in some regards.
Yeah, yeah, just say MFA or something.
Maybe I hope my freaking Reddit account doesn't get banned for this.
Yeah.
So let's check out Gmo HDFi's guide to meme coins. Ticker must be funny. I don't know. Solana's not really funny. Be there 24/7. Oh, it's going the wrong way.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing, yeah. Shit.
We're not completely done yet. We still can see a move up from here, but I'm getting to the point where this is like so like ideally, again, I should have held off a bit longer. I should have been a bit more patient for entry. Ideally, we got in here. We could have closed here at profit, or either if we get our entry in perfectly, we could still close here and be in profit because of fee generation and because of like a slight increase in our capital.
Mm.
I feel like we might need to close this one.
Oh,
I'm
I
with you.
think we should wait a bit. I think we should wait a bit. Okay, let's just do some TA on it actually, and see where we should close it. Like perhaps try going on a high time frame, like 15 minutes.
If I don't think 15 minutes will really
Yeah,
show up.
5 minutes. Yeah, I think 5 minutes. Okay, cool.
So I think if we close in a red bar here, I think we probably have to close the position. Maybe we have support here, but if we don't see an uptrend here, which we still could, hopefully let's cross our fingers, hope we get lucky. Because this is not
Mhm.
uncommon. There's a lot of meme coins that will do this exact formation, and then they will show another move here.
Mm,
And there's also a lot of meme coins that will do this exact formation and then show this.
yeah.
So we gotta hope we get lucky with the first one.
Mm,
Honestly, I think it's still a good trade in the long run because of the volume that we were seeing at the beginning. But the market decides price, and that's what we have to respect at the end of the day.
yeah. I think we should keep
You want to keep our moon bag?
nah, not necessarily, but I think it's a really good strategy actually that you spoke about. Closing the position if it closes below that support.
Yeah.
Line.
Let's see. Maybe we get lucky. We'll give it a couple minutes, and if we don't see a nice little pump here, then
Yeah.
we probably acknowledge that the market has decided this coin is unworthy. Oh no. Big old cells. We
Wait,
still have decent volume, but it slowed down a lot.
I mean, you're still doing 100K approximately, which is very good compared to what the market cap of it is.
Here we go.
Okay, so
We've got people who see value in this coin.
Mm-mm.
So I'm gonna set a formal stop loss at 0002. If it goes to 0002, we have to close. Stop losses are really key because like when you're trading, emotions can get the best of you. And so having defined stop losses is really, really important. That way you don't, because you could watch this coin go all the way down to zero. Ah, we hit it. Okay. Oh, yeah, I think this is exactly what I'm talking about. You can always make the argument that the coin could pump again, but the fact of the matter is
Yeah.
we can close it either way. And if we see a pump, we
I
can
mean,
sell it for more, but
yeah, the thing is, if you were to sell right now, you would experience a lot of price impact.
oh my gosh, look at that. Jeez Louise. The volume's going crazy right here at our levels.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the volume is around 120K right now from the last 5 minutes as to what I'm looking at, you know.
We should see a pump here. This is where we showed support
Yeah,
previously.
let's
But
just wait to see if it actually breaks 0002.
we'll give it 5 minutes or so.
Yeah,
I mean, you can just DCA out too, and
that's
if it
also
pumps,
good.
then you're doing better, right? So
Mm.
It's showing it's worth 4,000. I don't think it's worth 4,000 right now. Here we go. Come on.
Oh, it's
Come
pumping.
on. Come on, meme space.
I think, by the way, if like we'll need to increase our slippage if you're going to trade through Jupiter because
So that the
like
trade can actually go through.
yeah, and that can actually be a matter of several souls if our trade doesn't go through to begin with. Let's increase it to like 10% in my opinion or something like that.
Bro, we're gonna get MEV'd. We're
Yeah,
for
but
sure gonna get MEV'd if we do that.
yeah, good point. Do 5% net.
What I like to do in situations like this is sell off over time. So yeah, we're getting the pump that we wanted to see here, but let's see how much momentum it has.
Mm. Yeah, let's see. You can also make a position on Meteora that sells out with no price impact, which might be better
Hmm.
because then we won't need to, you
Oh,
know,
there we go. Yeah, I kind of like it.
yeah. Because I think like we own so many tokens that we might
We bought the whole market.
yeah, we own like 6% of the total supply.
So let's see what our top range should be.
Okay, yeah.
Go to 4.0.
I think it should be 25, 26. Like compared to Soul against Soul. Yeah.
Maybe. I like here because if
Yeah.
if we go up from here, they almost always get close to the previous high.
Yeah. Just
And
do
if we
that.
need to, we can just pull our liquidity and exit.
Mm. I think that's a good idea.
Reduce our
Yeah, just
slider.
do that. Yeah.
All right, I kept 300,000 as our moon bag.
Yeah, that's a good idea. In case
We
it
have
pumps.
we have 6.3 million. So I figured we could afford to keep a little mini bag.
Yeah.
We're going up. That's what we need to see.
Bullish.
We probably need 30,000, $40,000 worth of buy, like
Mm.
surplus to the sales that are going on, and we
Yeah.
get to where we want to be.
Yeah.
I think we can do it. I think we can do it, boys and girls. Gotta stay positive. Look at that. Someone just bought 1,500. Boom, boom.
Let's go. It's slowing down in volume right now.
Yeah.
I think it's that, yeah. I mean, this is either like this can be a bullish thing because that means there's no more sell volume, but it could
Yes.
also like,
We're getting people. Somebody just put in another 2,000.
yeah,
Um, Yusuf, can you take a look at our other positions and see how we're doing there?
I can.
Thank you, sir. That's cool. So that was an early buyer. He bought in, he took his initial. Let's actually see if I can find that again. That's like a great trade. He took out his initial profits, keeping half of his bag essentially. And now he's decided that this coin deserves another $2,000 worth of his capital. Or right out of our range.
Hmm.
It's okay. Gotta be positive. Whoa! They're all selling. Oh, what a horrific 1 minute bar.
Yeah, it looks like we're down on Orsolana actually,
Yeah, we're
but not too much. I think like okay, it just dumped even more. Okay, so on BGG1, we're up 3 sold. On okay, Snoopy, we're not like price hasn't gone into a range yet. And we're down approximately 2 point. Okay, 3 sold on Barcelona, which isn't bad at all. And we're down 4 sold on WDoc.
I think we might have to close this one, guys.
Yeah,
Ah,
shit.
dang. Still a lot of buys going on, but I hate closing this.
I mean, it's still at triple too, like compared to USD. I think the deck screener side isn't updating that fast.
Are you using
It's
Photon?
what?
Are you using Photon?
Yeah, yeah, I'm watching Photon right now. Yeah, it's going very very quick. You can go down to the 1 second. Like you can literally see all the buys and sells.
Oh Lord. Why
Yeah,
why does no one want this coin anymore? They probably
no,
saw
no,
a
no.
real deal.
It's actually at support right now. So if it doesn't break, it's pumping, dude. It's pumping back from support.
Yeah, we just need one strong buy movement. Like
Yeah,
we're getting it. Let's just hope there's some actual momentum.
mm,
God, what a hero trade this will be if we can ride this back into profit.
absolutely.
Oh.
It's
Dang.
still above triple two. Oh shit! It's going below. Oh, it
Dude,
pumped. Holy
yeah.
damn! Yeah.
Yeah, what I don't understand is where all these sellers are coming from. I feel like we would have ran out of sell pressure by now. But unless it's just dumping to nothing.
I mean, you're right. You're definitely right. I think it's really trying to it's trying to like people don't want it to break support. People don't want it to break triple two actually. Okay, shit.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, every time a buy wick comes in, it gets sold into. Maybe those are little MEV trades. I think we have to close this one. Oh, Yusuf, I think I'm going to take our liquidity out.
yeah, just do it to be honest.
Oops. Oh, it's a bummer.
No, no.
All right. We're going to take it on the chin.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And now it decides it wants to pump. There's
Okay, I'm going to try and filter all those 5 sell orders. I mean 5 sell orders. Because there's so many of them. It's quite weird.
okay.
And
I
you can
think we
actually
got wrecked
like
on this
see
one.
what?
I think we got wrecked on this one. We're honestly not really down that bad because we got a shit ton of fee generation. But
Hmm. Oh shit.
yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, dang it! I don't want to close this.
I don't want to, like, literally.
I mean, we were supposed to take the loss at 2, right? So
Yeah.
we've already given it a lot of room.
That's true, yeah.
Odd, are you executive ordering a sell? I think we
I'm
have.
just backing you. I'm just backing
No,
you.
I know. That's why
Yeah.
that's why I need to use like Photon that has the automatic stop loss integrated.
That's the wrong one.
That is the key here. Oh Lord.
It's pumping back up
Yeah, I
actually.
know.
Like there's no way people are selling right now. Like it doesn't make sense. They're literally selling into losses.
Well, I mean, that's also this in a lot of time.
Oh
Someone
damn.
just bought 10 sold. A lot of times that's the right decision in this case because this nine out of 10 or really 99 out of 100 meme points go down to 0.
Yeah, true.
Okay. Can't believe someone just bought 10 soul worth.
Yeah, someone bought it, yeah. Check his wallet, yeah. Hopefully he has like a Lambo worth of soul. Okay, he doesn't.
Really? A lot of times people use separate trading wallets though.
Mm. Wait. Okay. Yeah. So ah, I mean it's kind of holding like the support from previous if you check. No, not that one. The one early on.
All right, I'm gonna close it. I think
Yeah, just
I think the
okay.
market has made its decision.
Just keep 300K, okay? In case it
I'm gonna keep 300. Okay.
comes.
We can give everyone in chat
Yeah,
uh
true.
10,000 soul each.
Yeah, just
Boom. It's done. We took an L. Auto, next time yell at me if I don't sell at our stop loss. Please.
try and
You're the
check
man, OB. You're the man. I didn't want to
if
jump all over you.
No, but it's still it was the right decision to make.
wait.
Yeah. Whenever you start moving the goalposts, you need to check your mentality. Yeah.
This is the worst feeling in all of trading when you're trying to exit at a loss and you can't because slippage. It's like the worst feeling. All right.
All right, let's see what we ended up with. Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
run the wallet once again through GeekLabs tool and see where we are at.
Ooh, we made a shit ton of fees, but
We made a lot on IO.
yeah.
I think the initial buy order of 8 soul. If we didn't do that, I think we'd be in profit, to be honest.
No,
Yes.
I liked that. I liked that because it was at a good spot at the time, and you
Yeah.
can't go back and say, "Well, no, it didn't work out." But I think we reduced our risks at a good point, though, right?
Yes.
Like that
That was
was
a great
good
call,
trade
Otto.
management.
That was a
Absolutely, yeah.
great call. Dang, if we could have, so let's look at this and see what we did well and what we did wrong. So I slightly disagree, Otto. I think I should have done 4 soul here instead of 8 soul. I think because especially with memes, I think you have to skew towards a conservative side. I think flipping here was the right decision. I think de-risking here was great. Obviously, we couldn't have predicted that we'd have just gotten wrecked from here on out because like so many times this goes up from here. But
Mm,
I mean, if we're freaking Nostradamus, we close here and we would have closed in profit.
yeah.
The second mistake that I made was not closing here at our stop loss. I think we would have been pretty close to break even had I done so, but I was acting like a bitch.
Bro, it's very normal. Like
No,
we're
no, but
all
you can't.
doing.
We have to be better than normal. Like
That's true,
the
yeah.
the fact of the matter is normal people lose money trading memes. And if you want to make money, you have to be better than normal. The
Yeah,
real the real key takeaway there is like use a trading bot if you're actually just trading. Use like a trading bot that has predefined stop losses so you remove it as being an emotional decision and it's a
yeah.
pre-calculated decision. Um,
I
but
agree.
we had fun.
That's tough though. That's tough though too, because you get those wicks down and just get taken out right before, right? Like
Yeah.
the 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 standing stop losses are tough. I mean that runs true through
Okay,
traditional
guys.
markets also.
BGG1. BGG1 is actually up 7.5 soul
Nice.
already.
How did we close? Can you give us the metrics on our Solana position?
Yeah,
How
okay,
big our L was?
so no, like we made around 5 soul in fees and we lost 12 soul in impermanent loss. So
Bummer.
that gives us a P&L of 7 sold approximately. I mean, it's not too bad, but
No, this is
especially
literally the worst possible scenario that could have occurred.
no, I know, but like it's not too bad considering like if we didn't have put the initial buy order, like if
Yes.
we because I think much of that H sold that we bought from like caused the high permanent loss.
Where
We
was the 8 soul buy again?
It
yeah
was right
we
around here, I think.
yeah so that's like 70% down, and on
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
order like alone we lost 5 sold and according to Giglab's tool like we lost 7.3 sold in total. So that buy order alone cost
Yeah. I
a
hear
loss.
you. I
Yeah.
I think the right decision would have been like a 4 soul buy there. I don't think it was wrong because a lot of these end up ranging a bit, and I wanted to have some upside. But
Mm,
in hindsight, the perfect decision would have been being more patient and allowing the sell off to occur. But we also I think we got unlucky. This is the worst possible formation that could
yeah,
have gone
yeah,
down.
yeah, true.
But it's okay. We still have some really good positions. BGG1 is crushing it right now. W Dog is crushing it too. This is doing just what we want.
Mm,
Snoopy unfortunately is crushing it and not getting anywhere close to our range. But that's it. I think I'm probably gonna close the Zoom in a second. Before we shut everything down, can you guys give me your 2 cents on how/when to close all these positions? So I think Snoopy, we're just gonna ride this and see if we go into
yeah,
range.
agree. So for could you go to BGG1? Okay, yeah,
Yep.
you're in it, yeah. I think for the one-sided BGG1 pool, which we did, right? Where we essentially just sell BGG1, I think we should consider closing that one if it
If it
um
tops,
yeah, if it pops further, like it has already pumped 10%, I think, like according to your chart there. But if
I'm
it
not. I don't think closing it yet is the right decision. I
no,
think.
no, not yet, but I think
Uh,
if it pumps like 10% more, I think we should close, like, or withdraw all the BGG1 at least and sell it for a profit.
oh,
Because we've made a lot of IL on that one, like positive IL.
so
It literally says 6.7 positive IL
I
from
think
with BGG1.
I think as devil's advocate, I I think that we're going to close this one out of range. I think that's probably what happens. If we get a really big spike up,
Mm,
then I think closing everything is right. But like there's like an old adage like uh don't close your winners or like let your winners run. This is doing exactly what we want it to do. It's right in the middle of our range. And
mm,
I don't I don't see this turning into a sell-off, like particularly because BGG1 is not like a regular meme. It's actually tied to a real project.
mm.
Um, but if we do see a big move up and like our whole position is worth a whole bunch, then I'll go ahead and close that and just take the profit.
Yeah,
But right now we're freaking crushing it. We have this is
absolutely.
half of our position, and we've got essentially half a soul in fees here, half a soul in fees there, and evidently 6 or 7 soul in gain.
Mm. And
W
for
Dog's also doing
the-
great.
okay, so actually, according to Gigalat's tool, we're down on it, from Divergence loss. I'll try to reload it. Because it might be wrong.
Dang, man, we have 300,000 Solana.
Okay, yeah, so for W dog, it looks like we're down one soul.
In overall.
Yeah, overall.
That's okay.
Yeah, not too bad.
Now that one's gonna have to take time to play out. There's not a lot of
Absolutely.
volume
Yeah,
here.
yeah, it will take time for sure.
We're still doing decent fee generation. It's not nothing
Mm.
great, but it's not bad. Oh man, I freaking wish that soul play was a banger. I felt like we were gonna crush that with like 3 or 4K profit.
Wait,
It had
uh,
potential.
Yeah, it did.
Jane, you will need to like if you want to use Metlex, you'll need to provide the initial transaction ID
Not the wallet
and
address.
not the wallet. Yeah, it won't load. You can just search for Giglad Meteora. It should pop up.
Do you all think that we made a good decision with our Solana? And do you think incorporating that like high risk, low cap trade is good for content and for people's enjoyment?
Mm.
Agree on the entertainment value.
Yeah.
Uh, I, 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 I don't. I didn't do the original search, so I can't really comment on that. So I don't have a comment on whether Arsalan was the right one, but I like
Sure.
the entertainment value.
Cool.
Mm.
Oh, we're fine. We're just down a little baby amount right now. Yeah, I do. I think incorporating that into the event makes it fun. I think I maybe we did a little bit too much capital. I don't think it was a bad trade per se. I think we definitely got unlucky with what price action showed. But I
Yeah.
think like even if we did it like as a budget of like 500, it would be a good way to show more aggro trade strategies. And also it makes it kind of like entertaining for the experience to finish up with.
Mm.
Do you think it's possible that other people were watching the positioning and saw the
We got
uh,
stream sniped,
eight
essentially.
soul withdrawal? You know, when we rebalanced, do you think that removed support and other folks got spooked?
I mean, potentially.
Because it's such a small cap pool, you know?
Yeah.
So from my perspective, I don't know if I would see that and freak out. But you could be right. Maybe we shot ourselves in the foot as the largest liquidity provider or largest independent liquidity provider.
Yeah. I do agree. I do agree.
Oh gosh, this can't be correct. Because right now it's saying that we're down $12,000. I don't think it's
Oh,
correct.
I think that's because I think it's because we haven't withdrawn our position. That's definitely not
Yeah,
true.
we're not doing that badly.
Yeah.
No, I think this is correct, I think.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
All right, so man, next time, Solana, we'll get you. Snoofy, we're gonna ride. We're gonna see if this enters into our price range. I'm gonna set an alert to let me know if it dumps down.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll call you in Discord. In
Yeah.
Discord.
I still
Oh,
feel I think we
you
made
actually
good
made
trades.
what?
I think we made good trades today.
Me too.
Yeah, the flip side of rebalancing is like if it had been ready to pump, it wouldn't have been an issue. So
Mm.
No, I actually really like that call auto. I think that was a really good decision. Or maybe it's what Jinx does too.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like if it was good, we can look at it in reverse and say it added risk, but I think if it had been ready to break out, then it shouldn't have mattered. Like if volume was coming in,
Yes.
it shouldn't have mattered that we removed some liquidity on the bottom end.
Yes.
True.
I
I
think you're
mean,
correct.
yeah, it's only four, so I'm not sure if it will make it if it made that much of a difference, or if it would have made that much of a difference. But
So I'm
anyways,
going to
we're
watch
holding
these.
300,000, so in case it pumps, we will be able to make a substantial profit if it goes to 10 million or something.
So back to your original question, Obi, I mean, I liked your ranges and your exit plan. If you have time to watch these, that sounds good to me.
Cool. I set some alerts up. If you guys see something that you think is really important, DM me on Discord and we will check back in a day or so, hopefully with lots of profits, which I honestly think we're going to do good on these trades. All right.
Me too. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye.
Yeah, great session. We'll see you guys next week.
See y'all.
You, Matt?